Once again,
what up, Corey?
the saga continues.
Oh my gosh, the show will never end.
It just keeps going, man.
It's a runaway train.
Yeah, I just
to Nowheresville.
I felt like you were just here. What the hell is going on, man? God damn.
Get myself together. A crazy weekend, Corey. Crazy.
It has been a crazy weekend.
Yeah, I bet.
Hey, man, I got to tell you something, though.
Tell me.
Thank you for giving me that series Dead Set.
Oh, did you get to watch it?
Man, that's some righteous shit you
did. Thank God.
Man, I haven't watched the whole thing, but I watched half of it.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it until next week because actually somebody came on my page and they want a thorough review from us.
Oh, they do?
So I think we owe it to them.
People, let me tell you something. There's this series. It was a limited series.
Channel 4, BBC.
And I think it was like 5 episodes.
It was 5 episodes that actually aired the last 5 weeks in October.
Yeah, okay. And
2008.
Here's the premise: it's centered around. Now, it's not set up like a reality TV show. It's centered around the crew and cast of Big Brother.
A Big Brother, yeah.
In England,
right?
And
just like that show is like huge. It's like I'm assuming it's their American Idol. I mean, that's how I've been. That's what I've been told it's like. Yeah.
And so on the night when they're about to evict someone off the show, because that's what they do. There's a house with 5 or 6 people, and they evict people gradually. On the night that they have this big eviction, everybody's crowded out in front of the studio, in front of TVs and whatnot, and a zombie outbreak
is happening while all that shit's going on. Yeah, and then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, and it is crazy.
It is, and it's incredible. But we will keep everyone posted next week as far as once Corey's done. we will discuss it.
I'm a little biased because everyone knows I love zombies.
Right. No, I'm the same way, but wait till next week.
Yeah. All I'm saying is I'm halfway through it and I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it.
Dude.
So
I would love it. I wish you would have finished it because I've been dying to talk about it. But
we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, we will. It'll be awesome.
Yeah. So let me tell people what's going on with this, man.
Tell them.
Well, if you don't know, then now you know.
If you don't know,
now you know. No, the show that you were about to hear.
That's right.
It's me and co-host. We just sit here.
You are correct, sir.
We bullshit.
We bullshit and we bullshit some more.
And bullshit on top of that. The bullshit train just keeps on chugging along.
Poo poo.
Chugga, poo poo. But we in the middle of that, we do manage to solve some of the world's problems.
We try. God knows we try.
There's not a week that goes by that we don't solve at least one problem in the world. People aren't really listening to us, but we do solve them.
We will, yeah. The world may not know, but we know.
But we know, and then on top of that, if that's not enough,
right?
I mean, people would normally stop like, okay, I'm bullshitting. That takes a lot of work. Now I'm solving the world's problems.
Yep.
I mean, that's some heavy responsibility.
It's some deep responsibility.
It's some deep shit.
We put our souls into that.
People would normally stop there. They'd be like, "That's it. I can't do no more.
I can't give no more.
I can't get no more."
I'm true.
But after that, we even gone to read some of your emails from people here on this site, Spill.com.
Into the late wee hours.
Into the late hours.
All right.
So, I mean, we try to make this show entertaining for you. It's him and I hanging out, and we try to make this about you two. We try to include you in on our fun.
That's right.
Our good time. Our good shit.
You're hanging out with us today, all right?
Yeah.
So dump those losers you're hanging out with right now. Come hang with us.
Yeah, those friends you got here tonight.
They're not your friends. They don't even like you.
Yeah,
they told me.
We don't like you either, but not as much as they don't.
Hey, we keep you around to laugh at you.
Yeah.
Have a good time. That's what we're here for.
You hanging out with the cool kids on Spill.com.
Right.
This is it right here.
Keep your distance. Keep your distance, though.
Yeah, don't get too close. You might get hurt.
That's right.
So now, I think I've prepped them enough.
Yeah, you have. Those sons of bitches.
You need to be ready, y'all, because we over here, we're ready.
I'm ready.
Man, shit, I'm ready. Are y'all ready? Because if you ain't ready, then you're going to get left behind, because if the co-host is ready, I'm ready, and most of y'all are ready out there, then we're ready to, let's do this! The chopper!
The chopper!
I'm going to go lay my own milk! I've been waiting to do that every week.
There you go. I'm glad somebody did it.
I'm
Corey.
a goat and I eat my own milk. The official subtitle of this show. Let's do this. AKA, I'm a goat and I eat my own milk.
My own milks.
Oh man, there's
I don't know where that craziness comes from.
I don't either, man.
As long as it keeps on coming.
The craziness happens, and we just don't even remember where it came from. We don't even know how it started. Yeah. All we know is that it's still here.
Not even me. Yeah, not even I. And I'm a robot.
That's gonna be your novel. I don't know how this starts, and I'm a robot. By co-host 3000.
Exactly.
Oh man, hey man,
yo. What's up?
I've been, oh shit. You know what? I'm looking at my cell phone right now.
I know. Business.
Now, do you remember when I had that interview with Tyrese Gibson?
Is that Tyrese right now?
No, it ain't. No, I wouldn't be name dropping like that.
If you're looking for work, boy, times are tough, Corey.
What y'all got on Spill.com?
Damn recession,
y'all
boy.
got any positions? Transformers finished. I ain't got nothing to do.
I'll scrub co-host. I'll do anything.
I'll give co-host a massage.
Keep him away from me, Corey.
Y'all need a model on Spill.com. But he said at the like both times that I did an interview with him, he's been cool, man. Both times I did an interview with him, he said, "Now look, y'all take my number down, and so all my fans can hit me up." And I was like, "What?" Now I didn't really think that was his number, but I was kind of curious. I said, "I wonder what this is." So I called the number, and sure enough, it was like, "Welcome to Tyrese's hotline." I was like, "Oh shit, okay, that's what I."
God, what?
But now that I called,
I
keep getting these bullshit ass text messages from I'll read you what this one says.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me get on this one here, because this, I can tell you, they're all the same. I mean, sometimes not even for Tyrese. It's like, check out these new shoes that just came out. Tyrese wants you to know about them. I'm like, God damn. All right, let's see. This one says, oh, you got to call in. Okay, this one doesn't have a message on it. It just says to stop reply. Respond to Black D.
What?
That's what I'm like.
Is that code for something?
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. What does that mean? Black D. Yeah. It's not even Blackie. Our blackness is Black T. It's spelled BLACKTY.
Oh my God.
Black Tyrese, I guess. I don't know.
And somebody's paying to do that? I mean, he's paying somebody to send that shit out? I mean, how do you make money? How do you make money off that?
I think there's a toll. Every time you call, there's like, if you stay on for a certain number of time, they take a toll for that. So I don't know how it works. I hung up when I heard, this is Tyrese Hot Click.
This is Tyrese. Check out Taco Bell's Double Crunch Taco. Huh?
Tyrese Gibson says the McRib is back.
That's what I call ultimately selling out.
Right? I know. That nigga up there.
Everything you get.
This is Tyrese. I'm eating a juicy McRib right now. You should get one. Go to McDonald's and buy one. That shit is good. I'll be waiting for you. You get that call. Oh, I had to go, but you should get a McRib while you're here.
Too busy sucking on my fingers because all that barbecue goodness. The juice is loose.
I left some drippings for you on the table. This is Tyrese.
Suck my fingers.
Bye. I left some McRib juice for you.
God.
Yeah,
Tyrese
man.
will never come back.
No, not now.
Not after this.
He might show up here to whoop my ass. What's that shit you talking?
What's that black man and that robot motherfucker?
Shit, don't talk about McRib. I love that shit.
I was raised on that shit.
Man, let me tell you something. I had one McRib back in the place.
Okay, I tell you what, those things. I don't know if they put PCP or crack cocaine, but I tell you what, I hear those things are addictive.
Man, those will fuck you up, because I had one McRib. And every time it comes out, I have to go. I don't even like that shit, because there's something wrong with a sandwich where they try to give you something that's shaped like a rib.
Yeah.
They mold it. It's like Play-Doh.
It don't look nothing like a rib.
It don't look they like, just because it has little ridges that they pressed in there, and they have meat that's shaped like bones.
Damn.
That shit is the nastiest shit, and I'm the first in line when they say McRib is back. I'm like, so am I.
I'll take some of that clown food. Damn. I tell you what, no, there's a guy, dude. Oh, it's scary, Corey.
I know, man. It's
scary out there. This crazy world we're living in. But I had this. Okay, I knew this guy, right? And I remember he took me out. I was in his car. I was in the passenger seat, and there was a radio commercial for the McRib. This guy fucking flipped his lid. I thought somebody, like when you get tasered, this guy went, "Woo!" woo, woo. He started beating down on the steering wheel. I go, hoo, hoo, hoo. And I was like, God damn, what is wrong, dude? McRib, chomp.
Man, that's the fiend.
Yeah.
That's the McRib crack fiend.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what I'm like. When the moment they announce that the McRib is back, my lips get crusty. All of a sudden, they get white, they get cracked, and I wherever I am, I could be on the road. I'm making, you know how they do in movies where somebody's like, let me get a U-turn. That person behind you, asshole, what are you doing? That's me. Asshole, what the fuck? McRib is back. McRib.
Chomp. As soon as you hear that chomp, it's time to head for the hills.
Man, they got motherfuckers showing up to that shit like crackhead fiends, like zombies.
No, it's an event, dude. That shit is an event. Yes.
They might as well put the McRib in front of like a concert of people. Put that on stage. People be like, yeah, McRib.
You can have two lines. One line for the McRib and another line for a naked Megan Fox. Chances are there'll probably be more people in the McRib line than the Megan Fox.
Because you know what you say. You're gonna say Megan Fox always gonna be back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But she'll be there.
Yeah,
but the McRib is only here for a limited time.
That bitch ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, shit. She'll be here for a little while.
But this bitch over here, woo, she's fixing to leave me. I got to get mine.
I know, and that's what it's like too. But McRib, when it goes, it's like, baby. I mean, it's like a McRib sandwich talking to you, like a McRib talking to me. Corey, we had a good time this time around, but I gotta go back. Don't leave me. Don't leave. I'll be back next year.
I tell you what, I'm just thinking because we actually went. All right, we actually went to go get the McRib, and this guy he bought 4 McRibs, and he said as soon as he got them, he said, 2 for now, 2 for later.
He froze that shit.
Yeah.
Like deer meat. You know how you kill a deer and you freeze this shit?
They asked him if he wanted fries. He was like, no, I don't want that.
Give me 5 McRibs.
Yeah.
That motherfucker put that shit in glass and broke it in case of emergency. Man, and ever since then, since I bought that McRib, I mean, people, I endured some harsh shit, man. Like at work. I mean, if you were one of the people in a place full of, because look, I'm not a big meat eater. I'll tell you that right now. I eat meat. That. Yeah, I eat a whole. And I know people out there. You
don't do it.
You do suck dick. You know, hi, whatever. But yeah, but the thing is, no, I don't eat a whole lot of meat. I eat I have probably a vegetarian diet like about 4 or 5 days a week, and then
you do a lot of turkey.
And I do a lot of turkey too. You do, man. You know about the turkey. You know,
I know about the turkey.
Yeah, you know about that. You know, turkey's lean meat.
Mm-hmm.
But
lean and mean.
Yeah, man. So, but when I go and I want to eat meat, I will buy the biggest, nastiest steak. I'll buy the biggest, nastiest burger with grease dripping off it, and I'll buy the biggest, nastiest McRib. But I worked around a bunch of fucking hippies, man. You know, people trying to be all PC with the food and shit. Yeah, and they looked. And I brought in the McRib.
Bastards.
Yeah, motherfucker, you smell like a McRib, you son of a bitch, trying to talk about me. And they come in and so they saw me eating this McRib, and they were like, "That's disgusting. How could you eat that? It's meat that comes out of a tube." I'm like. And I turned around like, you know, I had the red barbecue sauce on my mouth. No, I just told them.
I would say, if it was meat coming out of your mother, I'd eat it too. That shit is good. I can't get enough.
But no, I didn't do that. I just said, man, look, for one thing, I need help. Okay, I can't help it. I got to eat this shit. Second of all, man, it's just one you saw me eat. It's good. You know, come on. It's just, it ain't killed nobody yet.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Christmas never killed nobody.
Hell yeah. Shit.
McRib.
Say, you know, you tell your kid Santa Claus is bringing your shit. You know, you lie to your kids every Christmas.
Fuck yeah.
At least McRib ain't never lied to me. McRib never told me there was a Santa Claus, and you just told me there wasn't. No, but then
McRib, you're my only friend.
You're my only friend. Yeah. You break up with your girlfriend, you lying in bed with a McRib.
McRib will always be there for you.
But I tell you, what I was leading up to with this is that I never lived that down for years. I still from work, I still get emails from people calling me McRib. Hey, what's up, McRib? Like, you motherfuckers, man.
Hey, yo, McFucker. That's what I tell them, Corey.
Go McFuck yourself.
Yeah.
with you and that fucking clown. Yeah. But no, man. So I'll get off the McRib now. I just want to let you know the McRib is back.
Oh boy,
big old billboards and shit.
Call my buddy.
That shit,
videotape that shit.
Motherfuckers look like, you remember in Dawn of the Dead when they were coming up on the mall, all the zombies.
Oh yeah,
people coming up McDonald's like that when the McRib is back.
Banging on the wall.
McRib. So how you doing, man?
I'm
fucking
doing good.
Benedict Arnold. I heard you did another one of those Leogs.
Leog. I told you that. I told you.
Heard y'all had some super hot chick on there.
Yeah, she was a chick. She was hot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had they had Ruby Rocket on. And
Ruby Rocket.
for those who don't know,
it's not like a hamburger joint.
Huh?
It's not like a hamburger joint. Ruby Rockets.
You know what? I think it. No, it's not. That's
you're talking about Johnny Rockets.
Johnny
Rocket.
Rocket. There you go. I was about to say. Wait a minute.
Ruby Rocket is married to Johnny Rocket.
Yeah, there you go. But no, she's a chick that basically she dresses up as superhero chicks, and that's what she does. So,
that's always made me laugh, man. These people who make their living by going to convention dressed up like Batman or whatever, Xena or some shit. Yeah.
And for some reason, it's always cooler when you're a girl doing that kind of shit because God knows there ain't no way in God's green earth that if you're a man and you're doing that shit for a living, you will be ridiculed. Be laughed off the street,
man. Yeah, you remember Tron, dude?
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Well, he had some other things going for him, I guess.
Like what?
Like almost popping out of that suit. I'd pay good money to see that shit. That shit had rolls coming out. I was like, that motherfucker can't fit in no light cycle. Come on, man. Ain't light at all.
Ain't nothing light about that dude.
Ain't nothing light about him. Gonna put calories on that
motherfucker.
Cycle.
If you see that Tron suit, it ain't nothing but some long johns with lights on them.
Exactly.
I like that ain't the Tron. I know.
He has that terrible mustache. He looks like the guy from fucking Office Space.
The movie.
Yeah,
Stephen Root.
Yeah, he looked like that dude. All pimply and crazy looking.
I'm gonna burn down the building.
Yeah, and that motherfucker was on David Letterman too. I mean, that's hey
man, you want to know something pretty sad? I'll let you go back and tell me this thing. I'll just make it real brief. I went to the convention, and I feel bad even saying anything about this because I was there for a friend. I went
say it anyway. Corey,
I will. Yes. They ain't stopped us yet. So I went there to see a friend's panel. Her and her boyfriend invited me, and I said, okay, I'll show my support. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know when I went there. The panel was, how do you handle fame? Oh. Like you're famous. How do you handle being famous, and when did you know that you were famous? Mm-hmm. And you went to that panel, and I looked at it, and I knew none of those fuckers on the panel. I just knew my friends, and I didn't know that they were famous.
Yeah, no shit.
I was like,
was it a Q&A?
It was a Q&A. They had some convention here in Austin. It was a smaller convention, and so they asked me to come there. And one guy was like a computer programmer. Yeah. He was famous in the computer programming world for something. I mean, basically, no, you're not famous.
No.
They had some other guy there who wrote one thing, and nobody knew what the fuck that was. Yeah. And she was famous because she was probably the most famous out of all of them because she wasn't. She did voices for anime, and so. You never know who those voices are for anime people.
Fuck no, and you never will.
You never know who that person is.
Except that one guy you hear in all those Saturday morning cartoons, the guy with the same voice. It's like, that's a guy from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That guy.
No, that's a guy from the Voltron. No.
That's Kevin Conroy who did the voice of Batman.
Kevin Conroy, that one you know. Just
that one you know.
It's Batman. You have to know that guy. Yeah.
You Batman fan, you know that dude.
Exactly.
They say, and people even say that he's the best Batman. He ain't nothing but a voice.
Exactly.
but then there was this one guy that was there, and I was like, who is this motherfucker at the end, man? I said, I don't get it. I was like, who is this? He's talking like while he's talking, I don't even know what he's talking about. And then he finally said, and when I made the costume, the first thing I had to do was get the disc right. And then I had the helmet with the lights. I'm like, and then I looked at the guy and I was like, and I didn't even mean to interrupt because I did interrupt. I was taken so back. I'm like, oh shit, you're that fucking Tron guy. And he looked at me with a scorn like, you don't know who I am already. I'm like, man, get the fuck. You a Tron guy, okay?
Yeah, right. Calm down.
And you're not
boy.
Even that good of a Tron, okay? You know, if you were real Tron, you would shave that fucking mustache off.
No, you're unfortunately, dude. Yeah, that guy is a walking joke. I mean, you're a fat guy in a Tron suit. I mean, that is your career, all right. and that's it. You know, anybody else telling you any different, they're laughing behind your back. We're your friends. We're honest with you.
Yeah, your true friends are here.
Of course, your friend at least. But I don't want nothing to do with it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just remember thinking about that dude because he's the best example of what you're talking about. Yeah. Now, if he was a hot chick dressed up as that, could be the most raggedy fucking costume. She could have made that shit out of garbage bags. People would have been like, she's fucking hot though.
Exactly. No,
can't no guy do that shit, man. Right. Either if you are a hot guy, people gonna say you're gay.
Right. Yes. You got problems. You need professional help. You need to get him on Maury Povich. But no, they had her on, and that was Okay, I'll tell you right now. That was the biggest nightmare I've had all weekend.
What happened?
Man, oh God. Okay, basically the guys tell me they're doing a Green Lantern show. And I'm like, Green Lantern? I'm the biggest Green Lantern fan there is. I got my shit. You seen my books?
I tried to walk in this studio one time. It was a maze made out of Green Lantern comic books.
Exactly. You know what? That was all due to me studying my ass off, because as soon as I heard they were doing that, they invited me to do the show. So we all show up. They end up doing the show at Tribe Comics, which is a local place in town.
Tribe Comics. They didn't do it at Austin Books?
No. They did it at Tribe. They did it at Tribe Comics. But basically, we all show up, and I see the chick there. I almost didn't recognize her because she wasn't in no costume.
Okay.
She was hanging out.
Now let me ask you something here. Okay. Now,
her secret identity.
Now let's just go ahead and cut the bullshit here. When she ain't dressed up, she's probably not as hot as what you're trying to say.
You know what?
You can be honest.
I'm not trying to say anything, Corey. You said that, but no, honestly. You wouldn't think anything of her. I mean, not that that's a bad thing. It's just you wouldn't. If you didn't see her in a costume, you'd have no clue who the hell she is. I mean, she was wearing she was in her Clark Kent gear, so she was wearing glasses.
So what you're saying? I'm putting it nicely. Yeah. What you're saying is she is a good looking girl. She just ain't like the head turner that she is when she's in costume.
You're right.
She's an average good looking girl.
She's average. Yeah.
Okay.
She's average. Good looking girl. I'm sure great personality, but
you already. That's fucked up right there.
I wasn't paying attention. Look, Corey. The thing is, when I showed up, dude, I knew she was going to be there, but my attention, my being was not there to, just be in awe of her. I was there to talk about Green Lantern.
You were there. You had business.
I was there. I brought my comics. I'm floating, going through my pages, looking through the comics, getting ready to just, go off. When the show started, I started going on. Of course, there's a girl there. So, yeah, I'm going to bring it to the audience's attention. Hey, there's a girl there. Wow. And I do my lame jokes, and I'm picking up the vibe that maybe she doesn't get. I make a comment. I make a joke basically saying, hey, guys, I was trying to get her drunk. That's why I told the guys to keep feeding her drinks. So basically, I was like, yeah, because, hey, there's I continue with the joke by saying, yeah, we're trying to get her drunk. And, hey, guys, there's 20 of us and one of her. And all of a sudden, her eyes light up and her mouth opens up like, are you trying to instigate a rape? And I'm like, no, stop. No.
Well, did she really think that?
No. At first, she was I couldn't tell because every bad thought that could possibly go in my head is happening right now. And I'm saying to myself, did that just come out of my mouth? Did that just come out of my goddamn robot head? And I'm looking around like, oh, shit. Panic mode.
You know what? You're taking this situation way too seriously. It sounds like a lot
I'm telling you this only because this is what's going on in my head. I'm sure in the real world, any of this I'm talking about right now, it didn't go down the same way. I'm sure it felt fine. It felt just normal, like that's how they talk, whatever. But for some reason, I've been drinking, and I'm just thinking, this chick thinks.
Well, you trying to rape her?
I'm trying to rape her or something.
What's going on with you, man?
I don't know. And that's the thing. That's the scary thing because I'm like, no, that's not what I intended.
I thought the story was going to be like you actually did try to rape her.
No, no. Corey, I respect the ladies. I respect them. But the thing is that I was like, God, number one, I don't know who this girl is. Number two, I don't know what her type of humor is. Number three, I don't know if she gets me. Number four, I'm ruining the Leog show. Number five, I need to shut my fucking mouth and just leave because this story, I was so pumped to talk about Green Lantern. It ended up, it turned into something else. The saving grace is that after, I was like, look, I didn't mean to seem like I was going to rape you or we were going to rape you. That was not the case. I apologize, but the thing is, she said, you know what? Hey, I've heard far worse. And I was like, oh, God. Woo! Now, at the same time, now get this, Corey. It gets even better. Right before we actually start to record, a family comes in, like two little kids, right? Probably around, I'd say about 8, 10 years old, and a mother, their mother, I'm assuming. So they both walk in the comic book shop, and it's about 8, 9 o'clock at night. So I noticed them come in, but as soon as I'm on, everything around me just goes black. I'm on.
Then you start saying things you weren't supposed to say. Right?
I start describing one of the characters in this Green Lantern comic, which it was this guy that looked like a tongue, and he had a vagina for a mouth. So I said, there's this guy who has a vagina for a mouth, and as soon as vagina comes out of my word, it's like I said the N-word or something. It's like everyone just kind of stopped and looked and like, and I heard some, and I'm like, well, what's going on? Anyway, but the funny thing is that right after that, right before, those kids walked out with their mother, and I saw that, and I was like, oh God, no. I've been saying vagina and God knows what else while this family was in there, and I honestly thought that I ran them out of there, out of the comic book shop.
Oh, shit,
and
those kids got to hear it sometime.
And the guys who were letting us hang out and do the show, I was like, I just ran away their business. So I look at the guy and I'm like, okay, I tell it while we're recording, I stop everything. I was like, look, I'm sorry. Look, guys, I'm sorry. I think I just ran out some customers. There were some kids in there. I was using some foul language that I should have never used. I forgot that they were in the damn store. And I apologize. And then the guy comes up. He goes, look, if a mother can't handle her kid hearing vagina or pussy or whatever, to hell with him. But at the same time, one of the other guys said, hey, don't worry. She was cool. She said, while co-host was going on his rant or whatever, she was laughing her ass off. And she actually asked the comic book guy, said, hey, what the hell are these guys doing? What show is this? Because I want to hear it. This is some funny shit. And apparently the guy told us it's for Spill.com. Check it out. This is the show they do. They do it every week. It's called Leog. They do another show, whatever. And I got some fans.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put you out in the middle of the street where you just say nothing but vagina all day.
and turn some fans.
Pick up some fans, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I'll let you fast forward to all this bullshit.
I'll edit it down.
I have some issues I need to take care of. I'll get the juiciest moments in there. The thing is, though, is like,
I'll put it in there.
Okay, I will say this. I'm very passionate about what I do. I'm not going to try to lie about that. I honestly think about it. There's shit that I say and things that I do on here that sometimes people really love. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, that's goddamn fucking awful. I almost want to call you and say, cut that shit out, please, because that's awful. And people will start quoting it and going crazy over it. And sometimes I can't wrap my head around it. And I just don't get it.
That's the thing you got with being a robot. You get away with a lot of shit. People just love it that it came from you. Coming from me, people be like, that motherfucker's stupid. Ain't nothing cute about him.
But hey,
he just a peanut head dude.
I guess.
But the co-host say something.
I guess it's a double-edged sword. But
that's why I go to your page. I don't go to my page. I go to your page.
You do
because I go to your page because that's where you got all the chicks on there.
Yeah, I do.
I
try to be cool about that.
I got women posting up pictures on my page with no teeth.
Oh,
grinning at me and shit. I can't come here. I got to go to co-host page and get and
look at the naked. Man, look at Presley getting naked.
Man, that's what I was gonna bring up. This chick Presley.
Yeah.
All right, Presley, baby. I want to know what's your deal?
Because leave her alone.
I ain't leaving shit alone.
Leave her alone.
I want to know.
Leave all my ladies alone.
I'm just saying, you got these naked pictures going through there. I want to know. Let me tell people about Presley. Presley's some punk rock chick or something. I mean, I don't know.
She's a cool girl.
Yeah, I ain't talking shit. I don't know her.
No,
I mean, she sent me.
I'm letting you know.
She put one thing on my page saying, "Why'd you fuck something up?" I mean, that's all she said to me. So I don't know. Nobody, no girls
Stop fucking up. Everybody, girls telling you to quit fucking up.
Yeah, that's the only. Everybody thinks like I'm the super freak on the page. Like I'm on there talking to all kind of girls and shit. Mm-hmm. Man, I don't get no girls. No girls talk to me. They come on and tell me, "Hey, when you gonna post that shit?"
Yeah.
When you gonna do this and that? But I look at shit that goes up, and this girl Presley, man, she like I said, she's some punk rock chick or some emo chick. I don't know what the fuck
She's not emo. Don't say that.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know shit. She told me to quit fucking up. I don't give a fuck. I don't know who she is. I don't know you, Presley. I don't give a fuck.
Who she is. She's cool.
Shit, all I know, you got black hair. That could be anything. Shit, you could be the next Crow for all I know. Shit. But
I don't know where you get that from. But go ahead.
I don't know the fuck. You might be the next Matrix movie or some shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But she She likes to put up a lot of pictures of herself nude. Now she ain't showing anything.
No,
and
it's censored.
And it is censored. I don't know. You might have some.
It's tasteful.
You might have some uncensored ones. I don't know. But
I don't ask for that stuff.
okay, I don't know. You might have it. I don't.
If she did, I'd tell you. Yeah.
Hey man, I ain't asking.
If she did, I would tell you.
Hey, look, man, I ain't telling you to give away your private stash. Okay, you know.
Hey,
shit. You know, all those men that send me naked pictures, I don't tell anybody about them because for one thing, nobody needs to know.
Please don't.
And for another thing, well, I didn't ask for those, but so when Renegade is sending me naked pictures of himself,
boy, Renegade, that's your buddy, Renegade.
But he's trying to be, but no, but when she sends pictures to you,
right?
And she has pictures of. First of all, I've seen her in pictures where she's like says, "I do some modeling," and she's all turned around, a bat all arched, and she's taking black and white pictures of herself all nude and everything. There's pictures she's like taking of herself kind of topless, covered up and stuff, like tee-hee type pictures. Tee-hee.
Right.
But then I've seen her send some pictures to you where she's lying in bed and she's got kind of everything showing, but she's got it censored. She covered up. You know, she got the Bermuda.
Thank God. She's thinking of the children.
Yeah, she got the Bermuda Triangle down there showing, and then she got her 2 Mount Everest with the peaks out there showing, and I'm like, and then she's got them all blocked off. But then she puts another one up there saying, yeah, this says co-host, and it has arrows going down to the Bermuda Triangle and to the Twin Alps.
It was done
Twin
in paint.
Peaks.
It was done in paint.
It was because the shit is like ain't nothing artistic about that shit.
Straight to the point.
She's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but I'm wondering like. Damn, man! Now, how many more of these fucking freaks you get like this? You got on there?
Hey, don't call them freaks now.
I mean, freaks in a nice way. I'm talking about Rick James type freaks, super freaks. You know, I ain't talking about freaks like 3-headed ladies and bearded women and all that kind of shit.
Quite a few. I won't lie. I think I'm probably like one of the luckiest robots on a website where I can get girls. For some reason, they love flying over to my page and telling me how much they dig me. And it's funny because other guys on the side will go, co-host, what the hell is your secret, dude? This doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. How are you getting all these goddamn women?
Because women love mechanical things. Now we all know that.
Well, that's a lot better than my answer. I just go on their page and go, oh.
That's good. No, a gentleman never tells his secrets.
Yes, right.
That's what I say.
But no, I have to admit, I have the greatest female fan base, and I'm very appreciative of it. I every time I see something, a pretty girl post up, I'm very proud, and I can give some names. I can go. Like Presley's one of them. Jim Nazi, Moxie. We got Metal V, Scrivs. I mean, I can go on, and I'm sorry, I don't want to. I wish
Scrivs got a dirty mouth on her. She sent me some nasty thing the other day.
Really?
It was like something.
She's like a kind of like a cool nerdy
she
cute
said,
chick. Yeah,
she sent me some nasty shit the other day. Yeah, no,
some shit in the test tube.
Ass all showing. No, she didn't do it. I'm kidding. No, I don't even want to put that out there. But no, she
just pictures. I haven't gotten those.
I don't get any pictures. She just wrote a joke. It was kind of like a dirty joke, but it wasn't anything.
Was
bad.
it one of her chemistry jokes? She loves sending me those.
I don't even want to hear that shit.
Hey, I appreciate the humor.
Yeah, somebody told me some botanical joke the other day. What was it? Hey, let me see what it said. It said, it said, so a mushroom was talking to his friend, and he said, "Hey, what are you doing?" The friend says, "Oh, I'm about to go to a party.
Yeah,
I would take you, but you're not invited." And the mushroom says to his friend, "I don't know why I wouldn't be invited. I'm a fun guy."
What?
You get it?
Wait a minute.
Think about it.
I don't want to think about it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I don't want to deal with no fucking chemistry jokes. If the botanical jokes ain't doing it for you, chemistry is going to be too far out there.
I get it.
But anyway.
No, anyway, yes.
But no, man, you got some. No,
it's nice.
Look.
No, they're really sweet. They're really nice, and I would never.
Now, how many?
Never ask for anyone to do anything that they, That
any of them sending pictures of themselves naked to you?
Besides Presley.
Yeah.
Actually, well, I can't. A gentleman never tells.
Oh, okay.
And a robot don't say shit.
Oh, you do nothing but say shit. Did they tell you not to tell or something?
Well, actually,
you want to look at it? What budget?
you almost got me.
Look at you.
I'll let you just think about that tonight, Corey. But
I ain't gonna think about shit. I'm gonna be on your page doing research. I'm gonna be in there.
You can only unlock the whole goddamn Spill page.
I know. I'm gonna be on there fucking
master key.
Hell yeah! I'm gonna be in there doing some guy. I'm gonna play God tonight.
Run home, and delete everything.
Shit, I can retrieve
I'll delete it right now.
It's encrypted somewhere. I'll get it.
I'm still deleting.
I got it. You can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide.
No, I'm very appreciative of all the Spill women.
Give me a hint. Give me a hint. Give me a hint of the naked picture.
Presley. Yeah.
Okay, the other way.
No, nobody sends me. I don't ask for naked pictures. Nobody sends them to me.
And nobody sends them to you.
I don't. Yeah,
I'll give you some.
I don't have any naked.
You know, nobody sends me naked pictures.
I know you'll send me. Your
I'm sending mine out.
It's like, Corey, this is the wrong goddamn email. Quit fucking this up.
I'm in Death Metal Virgin. Sorry.
You're looking like Burt Reynolds in that really old goddamn Playgirl magazine.
Yeah, and I got the mustache and everything.
Enough. Shave that shit.
Have you met any?
I thought I saw a lion in there.
Yeah. I'm sitting up there. God. Me and the lion are spooning each other.
Oh, my God.
Here's to the ladies.
I'm so glad that we got away from the whole Leon thing. Thank you. I was like, wow, I'm dying all over again.
That's what you guys. That's what you got to do.
Revisited that only to die again. I'm like, I'm still crashing.
I know you. I ain't gonna tell you. You told that story, and I was like, "This motherfucker's lost in the middle of this story."
That's exactly.
You told that story.
I have two shows where you can hear me go insane.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's some good stuff in there. I'm gonna edit it out because I saw you getting nervous.
Yeah, I know. I'm like looking at you like, please.
What is it about that?
And that's exactly what I was looking at. I was looking at the guys. And I was like, I was almost trying to use telepathy on them, telling them, please fucking stop me now. Please, somebody help. And they're just looking at me just like,
see, people, when you hear that story, you're going to hear the edited version. Yeah. I'm okay because co-host, his eyes were like steaming right now. What is it about that situation that makes you nervous? Because you were getting nervous all over again. You're looking at me like,
I've never been, I've never been nervous like that.
This motherfucker's nervous telling this story.
I don't know. And that's kind of the thing that I'm trying to figure out.
Do Leon and Cyrus, hey, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Now be honest with me.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Did Leon and Cyrus touch you? Did they do anything to you?
I was praying for any kind of human contact. just to wake me up.
You wanted to be molested.
If somebody touches me, and like I felt like I was in a bubble, and I was choking. Nobody cared to open it up.
Because I want to. Were you sexually abused by them?
No.
Did they do something to you? Okay,
nope,
all right.
Nope. I think it had a lot to do with the. I don't think it was vodka I was drinking. I put some vodka in my oil. I don't think it was vodka. Because I tell you what, dude, I didn't give a shit. I didn't give a shit about any goddamn celebrity or any. I don't care about that kind of stuff. I just flipped out.
What celebrity was that? Ruby Rocket? That ain't no celebrity.
No. Grant. No, Grant was a celebrity. But the thing is, I almost forgot. I didn't feel too bad because I think Grant had the same experience that night. So he just kind of looked around. He's like, maybe I shouldn't say anything.
All right. You know what? We're gonna leave that situation alone because that story throws you for a loop.
It does.
I tried to come back and say, hey, look, you ain't so bad. Me, you got all the ladies, you got all the girls who love you.
I guess I do.
You don't need to worry about being embarrassed. You got all the women in the world. You don't need to be embarrassed in front of Leon and Cyrus.
That's true. And the thing is, I guess I'm a victim of just how critical I am of myself. That's me. That's the perfectionist in me getting back at me. And I need to learn how to control that, I guess. I don't know. I need help. If there's any psychiatrist out there that's willing to take in a robot and help him out, help!
Yeah. We're gonna get you the help you need, okay? There's something happened here. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
You like an abused wife. They did something to you, and you ain't telling me what it is. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
I'm telling you, dude. Yeah.
If they touched you, you let me know.
Mary touched me one time.
Okay. Well, that's the kind of touch you want.
I told Cyrus.
A little loving touch.
I want to talk about that. So
I'm not getting any pictures, but I tell you, tonight, ladies, I will be sending out my I'm getting nervous. Ladies, tonight I will be sending out my weekly spill pics of myself. I'll be on a furry rug with nothing on tonight, nothing but a mustache.
Oh my God!
I'm like, hey, you know what? If nobody's giving me anything, I'm gonna give to the world.
Hey, Corey, that's. You got to take charge, my friend.
See, you see how I am, man. Nobody ain't never gave me anything. Nobody gave me nothing.
You like the guy in Alien 3, the black guy? Nobody ever gave me nothing.
I'm like,
that's the only part I remember about that movie.
I'm like some you know those sports stories. I'm like Rocky, you know. Nobody ever gave me nothing.
You're like the Rudy of the
exactly. But you know, nobody gave me anything, but I give and I give. You know, nobody sends me pictures of themselves naked, but I'm always every week taking pictures of myself naked, sending it out there.
I'm over here rooting for you, Corey. I'm
the Rocky of nakedness on this website.
You're that train that I think I can. What's that little choo-choo? The choo-choo that could. What was that thing
I think I can. Choo-choo. Take naked pictures of myself. Choo-choo.
Yes. Hey.
Ladies, I hope you appreciate my charity that I give you.
Yeah.
And that's a major charity right there.
Send Corey some naked pictures, please.
I'm kidding, man. I'm joking. I'm glad for everyone. This is what I want. I want everybody to get that thing and be respected and get this is your payment.
Yes.
Because I know you don't get much.
It's all about being respected, and you know, maybe there's a part of me that thought I wasn't being respectful to Miss Booby Rocket.
Man, don't leave that situation alone. All right, we ain't going back to that. That shit keeps sucking you back. I don't care about that situation no more.
Kids, respect the ladies. That's all I got. Kids are always asking me, co-host, what's your secret? Hey, be yourself, respect yourself. And you know, you just go about your business and don't bother nobody.
Now you know.
Yeah.
Coles, what's your secret to getting pictures of naked chick?
I don't fucking know. Quit bothering me.
My man over here. I got to be like you, man. I'm trying to be like you.
I'm just trying to put 110% in this thing we got going on.
I'm trying to be like you.
Give the fans what they want.
Can I hang around you some more? Have some of your
fuck no.
Have some of your whatever it is that makes, because it's funny. You ain't even got a dick, and you more man than I am, boy.
Hey, wait. I got problems too, Corey. Yeah, but no, you can't hang out with me. No,
okay,
I got enough problems.
Just thought I'd ask.
I don't need another one.
Can you show me some of these pictures? Huh?
Sure, man. All right.
You know, I ain't getting any. Can you share with me?
Come on, be tasteful, man. After work. Come on.
And ladies, if you ever want to talk to a real man who actually has an attachment to use,
you can't get anything talking to people like that.
Go talk to Cyrus, because ain't nobody talking to me.
You might as well be using Cyrus'
go talk to Carlisle.
Right you get the same response. Nothing.
Leon got an afro. Go talk to him. I guess I ain't got shit to give you, apparently. Anyway, yes. Man. Oh, we will soon be coming up on the hour mark.
Witching hour?
On the witching. Not yet. We got a little time left,
okay.
But
hey, let's go. I'm ready. I'm here all night. I ain't got nothing to do. We can go on, keep going. Can have 5 hours, 6 hours.
Keep the party going.
Yeah, let's keep it going.
Let me
forget about that last segment. Let's get on to something funny.
I know, exactly. I was like, God damn, this motherfucker's looking confused right now.
It's like The Sopranos. I was sitting on the couch here.
Yeah, it's like I'm sitting up here taking notes. Like, what happened? These are all signs of sexual abuse right now.
Still don't know what the fuck's going on.
So, what else has been like? Let's move on to some good things here, man.
Mm-hmm.
What else has been going on with you? Get your mind off that shit.
What did we do, Corey? What did we do Saturday night, my brother?
Oh, that's right.
Don't forget.
I talked to Carlisle about that real quick.
Did?
Man, we went to go see My Bloody Valentine.
Yep.
Saturday night. I picked 3D. Up the goals, picked them up. We went to go see it in 3D. Mm-hmm. Look, people, I can see what Carlisle is saying. I can understand how he can look at it and say, this is a shitty movie, this is bullshit. Mm-hmm. But, hey, man, we saw it at Midnight Movie Madness. Yes. And people just don't give a fuck at midnight, man.
That crowd that was there, I mean, there wasn't much of a crowd, but the guys that we were there with, I mean, that were all hanging around us, those guys were ready to scream and yell and just have a fucking badass, kick-ass time.
See, don't talk about black people at the movie theater.
Oh, no.
Because at midnight, everybody turns black.
Yeah. That's the crowd you want to go see that type of movie with.
Everybody turns black and they yell at the screen if it's that kind of movie.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm getting a little ring a dink here.
Oh my God, is it?
My phone's ringing. It's one of the animators calling. Man. Told you not to call me here no more. Let me put that away. No, man. So at midnight, man, you go to these movies, and you okay. There's three kinds of people there. There are the college students. Yeah. There are the high school students. Mm-hmm. There are the black people.
Right. You.
and then me. And then, we'll just say the minorities, you know, because that includes Mexicans. Black and the Mexicans are known for just yelling that shit.
Yep.
And then there's the drunk people.
Yeah, the white people.
And we covered all that. We had some beers in there. Uh-huh. You had the black guy with you. You had, I think, weren't you with somebody that with us? Weren't they like a college student or something?
Yeah.
Okay. And, all right. So we had it all covered in that one group.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And everybody in the theater. I think, look, it wasn't crowded.
No.
But like there were these guys sitting in front of us.
Like
I think
five guys. Yeah.
Yeah, and they looked like they look really. Now I said emo before, but they looked like emo college kids. Uh-huh. And even they sound like, "What you gonna do, bitch?" You know?
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
Started sounding like Corey.
Yeah, exactly, man. I came in there drunk though.
Right. Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
because you were flipping out at the time. There's some scenes where I'm like, "Oh God."
Man, let me tell you something. People, you just have to go in with the right frame of mind and see with the right group of people. This movie has bad dialogue, bad acting, flat direction, really. But you know what? It's straight to the point.
Yeah.
They had 3D.
It's 3D. It's 3D matters when it matters, which is when people are getting killed.
They did everything that they could with a pickaxe. That motherfucker was a pro. He could have done open heart surgery with that pickaxe, which he did pretty much.
He did at the opening of the film.
He could have pulled a splinter out your finger with that pickaxe. I mean, he did everything with that shit. And I ain't never seen so many pickaxe deaths.
Dude, it was
in
beautiful.
A shovel.
Yes. And I almost forgot about the best death scene, which was the midget that ends up getting.
Oh man, this movie had a midget
stapled to a wall with stapled to the ceiling with the pickaxe.
Oh man, and that little they had a midget in the movie, and I'm not gonna even lie to you. I saw that midget, I'm like, she ain't such a bad looking midget.
She had some big tits
oh man,
on
she
her,
man, that was that midget.
That's why she was walking so funny.
That midget's tits were bigger than she was.
And she was wearing them big ass cowboy boots.
I know
to balance her, I guess.
Now and look. People, I'm not trying to be harsh against little people, dwarfs, midgets, whatever.
We love them.
We love them.
I'm a little person.
I told you, man, this midget was hot to me, but there's something funny about seeing that little body when it gets.
As soon as you see it, you see that axe, you see that pickaxe go right up through her head into the ceiling. Crash!
That gets nailed to the ceiling.
It's like the Incredible Hulk went through that ceiling. Everything comes crashing.
Yeah, that's true.
And then as soon as that guy needs his pickaxe back, he goes back, pulls down that axe, and you see that midget just fall like a second potato.
And it's a little body, man.
Yeah.
It looked like, you know what it looked like? It looked like they just killed Chucky.
It looked like they killed Chucky, and it looked like it was the actual doll. It looked like a doll. Yeah. It looked like something at Benny Hill. It was just a doll. You know when you see Benny Hill and they have a real person go up, and then that person will jump off a building, and it'll turn into a dummy.
Yeah. Those special effects where people, like, you see the real person about to, like, jump off a building, and then it cuts, and it's like this real floppy dummy going down. It's like a stuffed animal almost. Yeah. That's what that midget was like. I mean, there's no way to make special effects for a midget dummy look convincing, because that shit looked like a toy.
It was hilarious.
That body was flopping.
Oh my God. Oh, that was a great time, dude.
And every time somebody got killed, you're right, man. I was the loudest guy in there because I was drunk. Nobody gave a shit. And I wasn't even scared. I was just, every time somebody got killed,
And I know, and you know, Corey's drunk when he's sitting in the wrong seat. He came up. I was like, you tapped me on my head. And I turned around. I was like, what are you doing in the aisle behind me? And you come crawling over. He's like, I was sitting in the wrong seat.
And that's just how it was too. He ain't lying.
There's some dude back there.
Man, like, but you know what's funny? Because I sat on the wrong seat, and that dude, he looked at me, and I looked at him, and he turned back, and he looked at me again. And I looked at him, and I was like, sorry. And that dude started laughing. Yeah, when I sat next to you, I was like, I'm in the wrong seat. I made a mistake.
I thought you were co-host 3000.
It'd be funny if I sat next to that dude. He did that. Yeah. Hey, Cole. man. But man, I had a great time there.
Oh, it was a good time, Corey. I'm glad you came, man.
It's that kind of movie, man.
It is that kind of movie. It's a party movie. That's the type of movie that you see on the opening weekend at midnight. Which, you know what? I'm looking forward to seeing Friday the 13th. I know we're gonna have a screening. You gotta promise me you're gonna take me.
Man, you're gonna be
I
there.
Have to go. I'm gonna be there.
You'll be there. Yeah.
Not like last time. Not like My Bloody Valentine.
We got
to see it.
We got a screening coming up on Monday.
Okay.
So you'll be.
I'm gonna be there Monday.
Yeah.
And I,
a week from today.
And I pray to God it's badass because I plan on being there Friday at midnight.
All right.
That's what I plan on being there.
All right.
So come look for me. Co-host 3000.
Co-host 3000 live.
I'll try not to choke.
All right, man. We are coming up on the hour mark here, a little over an hour. So we're going to have to stop. So people, let us take this break right here.
Go.
And after
relieve yourself.
After we stop and render, we shall return. Back.
Woo!
Back from the dead.
Oh, yeah. And we were scared for a little bit.
I was, man. I thought when I was rendering out the show, it was going really slow. And we were gone for a little while. I mean, and we came back and that shit was still trying to render out. And I was like, please don't tell me I lost another show.
I think your computer was trying to get through my story. So I think that's exactly what
That's
happened.
the part that was rendering so slow.
Holy shit.
Man, don't worry about that story too much now. At least you understand.
No, please cut it down. I mean, like I said, a lot of that stuff honestly should just be between you and I.
I know.
I want it to be interesting. I don't want I don't want this show to come to a screeching
Man, it's
halt.
not. It's not. So it's not. Right. So we'll move on
I
from
trust
there.
you.
Okay, yeah.
Look
at my hands right here. Trust these hands.
Don't put
They're not going to touch you like Leon and Cyrus did.
Don't touch me there.
All right, man. All right. So I'm going through the site right now. I was going through looking for some email. And I just happened to have it on the page where I had put up cold ones the other day. Now, I don't know if there's a guy named Devin on there. Devin's cool. Devin's on there all the time, commenting and everything. Devin likes to fuck with people sometimes. I'm just going to tell Devin how it is. Devin comes in with these little crazy ass remarks sometimes, and he's fucking with people. He's the one that comes on there and says, I want to punch somebody because you guys were talking about all the women that you had and all that kind of shit. I mean, ain't nobody talking about
guy?
this. Yeah, that dude, yeah.
Okay.
I like this dude, Devin. He's a supporter because he's on there.
I don't think I've ever had a problem.
I ain't talking shit about him. I'm not, but
yeah.
And maybe I'm wrong right here because, as I said, now I'm saying because I told Carlisle I saw My Bloody Valentine drunk. All right, and we just talked about that a little while ago.
Okay.
Now maybe he's not talking about this. Maybe he's talking about something completely different. And Devin, if you are talking about something different, then I apologize. But if you are talking about me going to see My Bloody Valentine drunk, this is what he says about this. Critics should put a disclaimer if they review something that they saw drunk. Just like everybody who talked to me on New Year's Eve should have told me up front that they were so drunk I could promptly ignore them. Motherfucker, let me tell you something. I saw that shit drunk for me. All right? I didn't watch that shit for you. I didn't review that shit. I didn't review it.
Yeah.
I went to go see it because I wanted to have a good time.
Yeah.
Fuck you, okay? Fuck your thoughts. I went to go see this because I wanted to do this. I wanted to have fun. I wasn't reviewing shit. I wasn't working, okay? I went to go see this because me and co-host wanted to have a good time.
You just wanted to hang. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. Hey, look, I like to be professional and say to people who I don't
tell
disagree.
people to fuck off.
Exactly. I try to be professional, and every now and then I say, hey, you know what? Your opinion is your opinion, but right now, while I'm feeling comfortable, fuck you, okay? I watch what I want to watch. I didn't do it for you. All right.
There you
so
go.
you know what? I'm on. My disclaimer is, I saw it drunk, motherfucker. Fuck you. All right. That's my disclaimer right there.
I'm gonna stay out of this because this is reminding me of my movie Lord rant.
Oh yeah, I know, man. No, I know. Look, I'm kind of fucking around.
One friend was like, you need to calm down.
No, I'm fucking with the guy. I'm not really that man. I mean, really, I just want to let it be known. Like, come on, don't get it mixed up, man. I didn't go see this because I was reviewing a movie.
Hey, the people who have brains, they know, Corey. Don't worry.
Exactly.
Give our audience some credit.
Hey, Devin, every time I see a movie, it ain't to review it, okay? I do things just recreationally, all right?
Out of pure enjoyment.
Out of pure enjoyment.
Hopefully someday you'll learn that. But
here's my review of that movie. Fuck Devin.
Oh, damn.
No, I'm joking, Devin. Yeah, I'm doing this because I'm just being silly, man.
He's doing it for jokes and ratings.
For jokes, what ratings we can. No, I'm really Devin. I'm joking around. I mean, I'm joking around when I'm saying fuck you. I don't mean that. I can care less what you think, but I mean, I'm really understand that. Yeah, I didn't review the movie.
Right.
I didn't come back and give a review.
I know that.
Want to have a good time.
Exactly.
And I had a good time.
And damn straight.
You know what? I'm gonna get drunk and see another movie. Shit. This ain't the first time, and it won't be the last time.
Friday the 13th, here we come.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Now that one you could probably hold that against me because I might be drunk on a.
You might have to be.
My disclaimer might be I saw it drunk. All right, and then you can promptly ignore me. All right, so. Like I'm ignoring your ass right now.
We're desperately hoping it'll be awesome.
Yeah, no, I do. So, I brought out the speaker here.
Yeah, I noticed.
And I tell you what,
I noticed your. Damn, Corey.
I got the setup over here.
Did that come out with the very first Apple, the speaker system, as far as... because, wow, that is...
Man, no, this did not.
Fisher Price looking.
Oh man, it works. Shit. Like you ain't some Fisher Price looking shit.
Oh my god!
You know, it's the same company that made this. The guy works for them that made you.
Is there a receiver that comes with that, Corey?
No, but I got an antenna that's shaped like a coat hanger.
There you go. The big light up blue channels.
Yeah. That shit lights up.
Exactly, with the red dial.
Hello, I'm Speaker 3000.
Exactly.
I play for you.
Make sure those tubes are fresh.
I brought out the speaker system, man. The Speaker 3000.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to talk about your boy here.
Uh-oh.
You know who I'm talking about.
I know. The greatest actor of all times.
Losing his fucking mind. Now, by the time...
You call it losing someone's mind. I call it
justice.
Passion. I call it passion. I call it being devoted to your work.
Oh, well, here's my... Okay, by the time people hear this, this will be old news.
Right.
It'll be 2 days later, but of course we're talking about Christian Bale going crazy on the DP of the set of Terminator. Salvation.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know who did what, so I'm not even trying to pass any judgment on anybody's part. No. But all I know is I heard that and I lost my fucking mind laughing.
Yeah, you just laughed at it. Yeah.
I couldn't help it.
I heard it earlier, and when I was listening to it, like you guys hadn't told me, I thought maybe this had just happened. But when you mentioned Terminator, I remember telling you, I remember reading a story like a little after that whole fiasco with Christian Bale and his mother.
Yeah.
He flipped out on the set of Terminator. But the story went along as there was someone who was messing up a scene, and Christian Bale flipped out on him because he was ruining the take.
Do you know what happened? Do you know how he ruined that take, or supposedly ruined that take?
He was moving. It was a DP who, for some reason, was adjusting lights.
He said he was adjusting a light. Now, what
DPs don't usually DPs don't do that. They're grips for that.
I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't there, but
right.
When you say that he was disrupting the scene, now from what I understand, he walked, and if you listen to it, Christian Bale says he walked into his eye line.
Yeah.
So he's into the scene. Christian Bale's trying to do he's into his character.
John Connor.
He's John Connor. So you know that's some heavy shit right there.
He is John Connor at that point. Yeah.
So he walked into his eye light, and that just flipped Christian Bale out. Like it broke him out of the scene.
Yeah, it took him out of character. And if you listen, he does say he's done it twice.
Yeah,
so he's done it more than once. Yeah, he tells him like, "What the hell are you doing?" You know.
So he flips the fuck out. Right. I mean, and he's yelling at this guy. I mean, you even hear shit rustling like he's about to lunge at this guy and beat the shit out of him or something.
And it's hilarious.
Yeah, no, it is funny, man. And so I got different opinions about this. Because like I said, I wasn't there. Right. But I got based on what happened. I got, as usual, I got a lot of opinions. I'm gonna solve this. I'm gonna get down to this.
Opinion.
Whatever happened here, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. And I'm gonna help Christian Bale out. I'm gonna help this DP out. And they're all gonna be better people.
We're gonna investigate this shit.
Exactly.
We're gonna do some Dark Knight work.
Exactly. We're doing some Dark Knight detective, Sherlock Holmes shit with this. MacGyver shit with this.
Shit will be solved by tonight.
Whatever the major dysfunction was, when they hear this, they're gonna be like, "That makes sense."
Yes.
So let me go ahead now.
Right. Let me get your rig started.
Let me get my equipment here together.
Did you get the crank? You crank it up.
Got the crank it up right here. Warm it up. Got the Soundtron 3000 up here. So because I'm gonna tell you something about this system I got here. It looks old, but this shit. Yeah. The sound is so crisp and clear that you can even hear the sort of what they mean in their voices, like what they really mean just by the tone of their voices that they don't even know. I know who's lying.
Yeah.
I know when when they mean one thing and they mean something else.
Oh yeah.
Like this guy's probably yelling at him saying, fuck that DP, but I can hear his voice and he's probably saying deep down inside, I love you.
We can hear his goddamn inner thoughts.
Yes. And we can hear his thoughts and thanks to this machine.
But thanks to the realistic Dolby Jr. with unreal sound.
The TXH 3811
and super mono.
Brought to you an anamorphic duo vision. Let me go ahead and use your mic now.
Right.
Let me stop this. And when I stop, I'm going to use your mic. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Kick your fucking ass. I want you off the fucking set, you prick. No, don't just be sorry. Think for one fucking second. The fuck are you doing? Are you professional or not? Yes, I am. Do I fucking walk around and rip that? No, shut the fuck up.
I like the way that motherfucker. Yes, I am.
Shut the fuck up.
Sorry, Mr. Bell. Sorry.
Bruce, do I want? No! Don't shut me up. Am I going to walk around and rip your fucking lights down in the middle of a scene? Then why the fuck are you walking right through? Da-da-da-da, like this in the background. What the fuck is it with you? What don't you fucking understand? You got any fucking idea about, hey, it's fucking distracting having somebody walking up behind Bryce in the middle of the fucking scene? Give me a fucking answer.
And the Bryce he's talking about is Bryce Dallas Howard, who's his co-actor in the movie. She's the daughter of Ron Howard. So apparently he walked behind her head and he saw this shit. He lost his fucking mind.
Give me a fucking answer. What don't you get about it?
I was looking at the light.
Oh, good for you. And how was it? I hope it was fucking good because it's useless now, isn't it? Fuck's sake, man, you're amateur. Look, G, you got fucking something to say to this prick?
That's the director.
Somebody should be fucking watching and keeping an eye on him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell, Christian. This ain't no Charlie's Angels.
Mac G is of course the director of Charlie's Angels, and he's director of this movie. And Christian Bale is just like, control your fucking guy over here. God damn, Christian Bale's like, I'm not just gonna cuss him out, I'm gonna cuss your ass up too. He's on a rampage.
You're the director, right?
Christian Bale's like, where's the janitor at? How come this shit ain't clean in here?
This is the second time that he doesn't give a fuck about what is going on in front of the camera. All right? I'm trying to fucking do a scene here, and I'm going, why the fuck is Shane walking in there? What is he doing there? Do you understand my mind is not in the scene if you're doing that?
I absolutely apologize. I'm sorry. I did not mean anything.
Stay off the fucking set, man. For fuck's sake. Right, let's go again. Let's not take a fucking minute. Let's go again. And let's not have you fucking walking in. Can I have Tom put this on, please?
Tom Wardrobe, please. Let me have Tom Wardrobe.
You're unbelievable, man. You're unfucking believable. Number of times you're strolling and fucking around in the background. I never had a DP behave like this. You don't fucking understand what it's like working with actors. That's what that is. That's what that is, man. I'm telling you. I'm not asking. I'm telling you. You wouldn't have done that otherwise.
Notice that motherfucker's so mad. He's going between British accent and English accent. He don't even know where he is right now.
He's stuck in between two worlds.
I know.
The DP fucked his shit up.
That motherfucker's in two different realms right now. He's so mad.
DP court is going to pay.
I'm going to fucking kick your fucking ass. You don't shut up for a second, all right? I'm going to go. Do you want me to go fucking trash your lights? Do you want me to fucking trash them? Then why are you trashing my scene?
I'm not trying to trash.
You are trashing my scene. You do it one more fucking time, and I ain't walking on this set if you're still hired. I'm fucking serious. You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy. But I don't fucking cut it when you're bullshitting and fucking around like this on set.
Damn.
Yeah, you might get it. He doesn't fucking get it.
I get it.
You might.
I get
He
it.
does not get it.
Good adjustments, okay? For real. Honestly, I get it. Walk for 5 seconds. Just for
No,
5
I don't
seconds.
need any fucking walking. He needs to stop walking.
I get that.
I ain't the one walking. Let's get Tom and put this back on. Let's go again. Seriously, man, you and me, we're fucking done professionally.
It ain't over, motherfuckers. Wait a minute.
Fucking ass.
That motherfucker thought he was Batman.
He is Corey. He is Batman. There ain't no thinking. He is Batman.
At that point, that son of a bitch said, I've been Batman, I've been John Connor, I was a goddamn American Psycho, and I'm going
Exactly.
psycho right now on your ass right
you are
now.
fucking up my shot. You are wrecking my career, my business, my
He's like,
life.
you
You're
know-
fucking up my world.
See, I know what he thought. He's like, you know everybody think the Terminator's going to be some bullshit.
Oh, exactly.
And
exactly.
and they got me involved. I'd be goddamn if
Yeah.
you fuck up my name on this.
Exactly, and you know what? And that's when I read that story, because this story came out, like I said, right after the that whole fiasco with him and his family.
Yeah, what went on with his family? Like he got sued by his. He went to jail or something. Didn't
No, he didn't. Okay, don't.
I'm asking. I'm not saying he
that's
did.
how the rumors
I
get
know
started.
that there was something when he
was
assaulted his mother and sister. Right?
He
That's
was.
what it
He was. They basically, the cops told him to come in because he had assault charges on him, which over there in England, that assault doesn't mean somebody was beaten like or battered. That's battery. Assault, you getting yelled at, they can throw an assault charge on you for just yelling at
If
somebody.
you come in and ruin tea time,
If I come in and go, hey, Corey, go fuck yourself, I could easily, somebody could easily throw an assault charge on me. That's considered assault.
exactly,
And basically,
you make fish and chips the wrong
yeah.
way.
And basically, the cops
Assault.
told him, look, your mother, she filed these charges or whatever, assault charges, and he went in on his own to go explain to them what exactly happened. Now, I don't want to get into all that craziness, but the story is basically his mother and his sister, who he hadn't seen, his estranged family, came in asking for money and then started insulting his own family, and he yelled at him.
He said, "Get the fuck on out of here."
Yeah, he yelled at him. He's like, "Don't come in insulting my wife and my family. I haven't seen you in years. I never liked you. Get out of here." He was real close to his dad. Apparently, his mom. But like I said, I'm not going to get into that. You can read that on your own.
Yeah.
But
okay.
apparently, after that whole fiasco happened, of course, everyone is saying, Christian Bale is beating up his mother, what have you. And right after that story, I read another story where Christian Bale flips out on a DP on the set of Terminator. And if you read enough about it, you can tell Christian Bale was a little hesitant to do the Terminator movie, only because he said, I think he said, I have a lot of respect for those films. James Cameron, I have respect for him and his film, and I don't want to make some bullshit. And it took a lot of convincing from McGee to have him come aboard. And when I heard the story that he flipped out on the DP, all I said to myself was like, you know what? Good. Because you know what? That means somebody was probably bullshitting around, not taking their job seriously, and he is honestly trying to make a great film. Because, yeah, his name is attached. And it's very rare that you ever see Christian Bale do some just straight-out bullshit.
Yeah.
Especially with his track record right now. I mean,
Yeah.
he's everything he's come out with is whether the public has seen it or not, he does some goddamn outstanding work. He definitely has some passion.
No, he's one of our best out there. I mean,
Yeah.
let me tell you what I think about this, because I don't want to make assumptions on either person's part, because
Right.
I was not there.
No, we can't.
I don't know if Christian Bale flipped out and the DP was actually doing what he's supposed to do, or if the DP was actually fucking up and Christian Bale just had a thing against this guy. No one knows if you weren't there. I will say this much. If you flipping out that way, and you getting yelled at in front of a lot of people, I think it's that director who should come in and say, "Hey, man, you said what you had to say. You not look. Let me. Okay, I'll tell you how I would handle this. It's just me.
You're gonna tell that to Christian Bale?
I would tell Christian Bale, if I was on that set, I would tell Christian Bale, I got your point. You need to calm down. And the moment he's like, "Fuck you," I'm like, you know what? No, fuck you. You're not gonna embarrass me in front of all these people right there. I'm listening to Mac G right there. Mac, hey man, okay, I get it, man. No, bullshit. No, tell him, calm your ass down. All right, you want it because look, ain't nobody gonna hit each other. Okay. I mean, Christian Bale ain't gonna hit him, and Mac G ain't gonna hit him. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like, I can yell as long as you can. Let's have a dick measuring contest. You need to calm the fuck down. Do what you got to do. If he's wrong, I'll talk to him.
Right.
If I was at DP, I mean, unless you know you really fucked up. If you really thought you were doing your job, like if let's just say he really thought he was doing his job, you like say, look, man, I'm gonna walk away, but you ain't gonna fucking embarrass me in front of all these people. To me, a job is a job. My pride is too much, man. All this, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. No, fuck that.
Well, hey. Know? It's easy to say that right now, but when you're in the presence of Batman,
okay. Now, what is Batman?
That is a whole nother
that motherfucker.
thing.
He probably went off and put on a cape and came back. You motherfucker, come here.
He may have had that American Psycho face on, and honestly, if the director is scared to confront him, I mean, obviously, you didn't hear anybody else say a goddamn word, and there's more than 3 people on that set.
And, well, you know why? Because on sets, this shit, and it happens all the time.
Oh, no, it happens all the time. The only thing is they happen to record it, and I guess the story came out that was leaked only because...
I told you that what do you want me to tell you? Or
No, go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't interrupt you. The story I heard that everybody's been writing down is that this was given to an insurance company in case Christian Bale decided to bail on this. And I guess that's how it got leaked.
Right.
It's because somebody at the insurance company saw it. And maybe not. For all I know, somebody on the set could have done it. On these sets, man, you know how it is. You told me. I'll let you tell this story in a little bit because this is great what you told me earlier. Look, I've walked off of jobs. I've yelled in people's faces where I know I probably could have got my ass kicked. That's just me. To me, a job is not worth me getting cussed out in front of a lot of people.
Right.
I know on these sets though, people are saying, if I say something, that's my job. And it's not for me to say what they should say because these people need their jobs.
Right.
I don't know, especially in this economic environment. I mean, at the time they were making it, I don't know if it was that bad, but I know right now people will probably be hesitant. So who knows, man? I can't tell people to tell somebody to fuck you, but I know for myself, I'd be goddamn if somebody yells at me in front of a lot of people like that, and make me look like a goddamn punk.
Well, that's, and that's the thing. Like, I can understand it from his point of view only because he does have his mind on the film, and obviously there's somebody being a distraction. The director, it sounds like, isn't really doing his job as far as making sure that the set isn't clear of things like lighting. I mean, you usually take care of that before you shoot the scene. You don't start working on lighting and your angles while you're shooting the scene. I mean, you'd at least hope not, because you are distracting the actors. They get taken out of the scene, and you get a shitty movie.
Well, you know what? You're right. I mean, like I said, my first impulse, my instinct is to say, just by my personality, it's like nobody's gonna fucking yell at me like that.
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
Shit.
That's unless you just know, like, deep down that I think I fucked up, and I don't. And you hear the tape, and the thing is, you hear him say he's done it twice.
Yeah.
So I mean,
well, that's my other thing.
Yeah.
Maybe Christian Bale needed to go crazy.
Right. And maybe this guy had been doing that through God knows how long through the shoot.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what? If this guy's running around, not doing his job, being in the way, doing things he shouldn't be doing on a set, how can I concentrate on my job? And how important is this movie to the director if he's not doing anything about it?
Yeah.
It makes you think like, oh, fuck, I just fucked up.
But
I signed on for 3 pictures, and I got to work in around an environment where people aren't treating this shit seriously.
And on picture number 1, they already fucking up.
And but you know what? The thing is, Christian Bale has his mind. I mean, I respect that he is honestly saying something, because you know what? He's letting everybody know this movie, it's important to him. If it's not important to everyone else, it's at least important to him to be in character and do the best he can, because you know what? Deep down, I know that he's thinking there are a lot of, when this movie comes out, it's going to be, people are already scrutinizing it. Even
just based on the name Terminator,
And I can't blame a guy for saying,
panicking.
for panicking and going, you know what? I don't want if this turns to shit, my name is going to be splattered all over there, and I ain't going to do what George Clooney did and ruin the franchise
and have my name attached to something bad.
Yeah, I see what your point is. Like somebody getting yelled at, but you notice that guy obviously. He didn't feel strong enough that what he was doing was necessary, because if he did feel that passionate about it, look, I'm fucking doing my job too. I honestly think he would have it would have been a big yelling match. But obviously, the tone of that guy's voice, it sounded like, yeah, I fucked up, and I'm sorry.
Well,
and,
like I said, man, I was not there.
Right. No, we weren't there. So.
Yeah, because
this is all I can say from the tape.
Yeah, well, no, and I'm saying there's two extremes there. I'm saying one is if even if the guy messed up just a little bit, or if he did, or if he was, or if he thought he was doing his job and he's getting yelled at, my thing is stand up for yourself. But the other flip side of that is, hey, if you fucking up that bad,
I mean, Corey,
and you got a guy trying to do his job, and the second time the guy goes, because I've gone crazy before.
Corey, I mean, imagine yourself trying to direct a movie and somebody is goofing around or fucking up. I mean, I know. And man, you play the nice role for far too long, and plus, if this happened like right after that whole thing with Christian Bale, I mean, that's just a guy that he's already on the edge. Yeah, he's having people come down on him. Nobody knows the story. I mean, God knows what's going on in his head, and unfortunately, there's.
I'm just saying that everybody has their opinions on it. Everybody's either going one way or the other.
Oh yeah,
I mean, you don't know. Yeah. I mean, it depends on what happened.
Exactly.
I mean, everybody can be right depending on what happened. Christian Bale might be wrong. These guys might be wrong. You just don't know. Right. I mean, we're getting a snippet.
Oh yeah,
a snippet.
And I'm sure if Christian Bale hear this, he's like, I fucked up. That was wrong. I mean, but emotions get the best of you sometimes, and shit. We've all been there. I mean,
even when I thought
didn't you just flip out on one of our fans?
Well, that was a joke right there. I wouldn't. Yeah, if he was able to put a chair to that, no. I tell you though, I've to argue on Christian Bale's side just about the being distracted. I mean, maybe he should have gone that far. Maybe he shouldn't have. Going nuts like that, I don't know. But there was I was interviewing Frank Darabont and. High was there, and I can tell you, High was walking around in the background with somebody else, and Frank Darabont, who's the nicest guy, man. Look, I don't hang out with the guy. He did that interview. He was nice when he did it.
Right.
And this is the time that The Mist came out, so he was being real cool. But when High and some other guy was walking around, one of the PR guys was walking around, Frank Darabont just stopped and like, guys, could you sit down and quit pacing around so much? I can't concentrate while I'm trying. Now, this guy's not even acting. He's giving an interview.
Right.
And he's just like, I'm always drawn away from trying to talk to this guy because you guys are moving around. Now, I'm not saying How was wrong or anything. I mean, I'm not How probably thinking like, how are you fucking up my interview? No, How was being, because How didn't know. How was just like, we just doing what we usually do. But hey, if you want me to sit down, I'll sit down. And then I remember when we used to do that Access show. You remember when I used to be in the control room and people would be outside the window?
Right.
It got to a point I had to tell. Sometimes when we were showing a clip, people would just stand there and look at me with the controls.
Yeah.
And I had to just stop sometimes when the clip was going. I had to run out there and say, hey, either go inside or quit looking at me.
Right.
I can't concentrate on you,
exactly.
Okay? I mean, you're distracting. And some people even come to the window and try and be funny. I'm like, quit fucking with me, okay?
Exactly.
Really, I'm serious. This is no game for me. It's an access show, but this is not funny, okay?
We've all been there.
Yeah, so I can understand what he's saying, man.
Right.
And here's a guy, like I'm talking about shit, an interview and trying to like control a soundboard. Christian Bale's in the middle of a scene trying to act. He's trying to be somebody else.
And he's not only trying to act, he's John Connor. Yeah. He's, he has to sell people like, I'm John Connor and somebody has to buy this.
Yeah, exactly. I don't need some guy coming here fucking up my program.
The movie is kind of depending on me because, I mean, I ain't seeing Terminator because McG is directing. I mean, to be honest. So, I mean, and I'm like, you know what? Good. At least he cares, or McG, I was like, dude, you should honestly be saying something. But he's directed like the goddamn Charlie's Angels. So I mean, you look at the behind the scenes and everything's a joke, and
yeah, you wonder how
it's a very loose set. I mean, everyone's joking, fucking playing around, goofing off.
You know what's funny though?
Yeah.
It's like hearing Christian Bale actually be angry and say that word MacG.
MacG, yeah.
MacG, will you do something with your guy over here?
I know. It's like hearing him say it. It's like somebody yelling at their wife or something to take care of it. Will you fucking take care of these kids over here?
He said MacG.
You please do something.
It's like
it's just standing right there with your mouth open.
It's like I know Chris Bell thinking to himself, how come this guy can't have a real fucking name so I can yell at him properly?
I know. It's funny because when I was listening, when I came in while you were listening to that clip for the first time. At first, I was under the impression that it was his movie. I was like, is this some movie that Christian Bale is directing and he's just flipping out on the DP. I mean, shit. Don't
Well,
fuck up. Don't
shit.
fuck up on his set.
The way they were acting around that was his movie afterwards.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I mean, after listening, I'm like, that's the
Shit.
motherfucker who's in charge of Terminator right
Yeah,
now.
shit, if
and
that
I'm
shit's
like,
good.
you know what? Maybe that's a good thing because I tell you what, though, James Cameron, that guy. You listen to the Aliens commentary. That guy was a dick and a half. I mean, that guy was not. He was not popular at all on that set. He was screaming and yelling at everyone.
Can I tell you something, man?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A lot of the best shit that happens is because no one liked the person who was in charge.
Oh yeah,
I mean, because they came in and played around. They were probably nice for a little while, and when they
Yeah.
had to make a decision, and nobody else, either everybody wanted to keep partying or goofing around, or everybody wanted to try something, and he said, no,
Right.
you do it this way. I mean, anybody who's serious about what they want to do is not going to be liked. And hey, you know what? That's probably the case with Christian Bale here. Everybody's probably
yeah.
saying, you know what? He's a dick. But you know, I bet, hey, no matter who was right or who was wrong,
Yeah.
that shit got done when it was
exactly.
over.
Yeah, it was
That
and
motherfucker going
yeah,
crazy.
and it was badass. Yeah.
Shit.
So, you know, if it was from any other actor, I can go, yeah, that guy's being a dick. But you know what? I look at the person who's saying it, and I look at his body of work, and I'm like, you know what? That sounded like, listening to that, I'm like, you know what? I can hear De Niro. That guy is a walking De Niro right now. He is a Robert De Niro
Oh, yeah.
of our
Yeah,
time. And listening
shit.
to that, I'm like, that sounds like some shit out of Goodfellas. When I was listening to that, I'm like, that is like some dialogue I would hear in Goodfellas or fucking, you know, or Taxi Driver.
That motherfucker, I'm going to fucking kick your ass if you talking to me.
He's like, don't fucking run your mouth. Now's not the time to talk. I'm fucking explaining to you like a child what you fucking did wrong, and you're going to learn. You are always going to remember this
I'm
day.
not asking you. I'm telling you.
I'm going to make you the greatest fucking DP in
the world.
After this whooping I'm about to give your ass.
You know that motherfucking DP is behind a chair. Okay, I'm sorry. All right.
Oh yeah, yeah. That guy turned into a fucking mouse.
Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, hey,
That's cool, man.
I'm
That's
sure he just lost his cool. I mean,
Everybody loses their
It
cool,
happens all the fucking time.
Everybody
on those
loses
sets.
their cool.
I've been on sets. You know what? And the thing is, he's being nice. I mean, I've been on a set where an actor, somebody just walks up and says hello to an actor, and that guy was gone, fired, gone.
See, that's that kind of ego and bullshit I
shit.
can't stand.
Yeah.
Now, you were telling me a story that you heard about a guy who was on a bus
Oh yeah.
for
It was for the Alamo.
For the Alamo, which
Yeah.
you know, for the fucking Alamo, man.
I know. Yeah, and we had a director, an assistant to the director, which there were a bunch of them.
Now, what was your part? Were you a cannonball in that movie?
80s, I was one of the cannonballs. If you watch closely during the battle scene, you'll see me flying around. It's real dark though. So
there's a cannonball with 2 green dots on it.
Exactly. And now I'm
for
flying
eyes.
around. You see me in a scene where I'm just laying around, waiting for somebody to pick me up. I'm there. You gotta look though. You gotta look close. Nobody's gonna rate that fucking movie.
No, ain't nobody.
That movie is terrible.
Well, I'm glad you were cannonball in that movie, but I remember somebody was bringing you back to the studio, and what happened?
Oh no,
You were on a
no.
bus.
They were loading our asses up on the bus, and apparently during lunch, people were taking pictures with Billy Bob, and I was there. Actually, I talked to Billy. Billy Bob actually came up to me and said,
What the
"Hey,
hell is
how you
this?
doing?"
Is this is it ashtray right here?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, "Hey, man, how you doing?" No, oh shit, we're not supposed to talk to the actors, but he's talking to me, so I'm doing good. He's like, "You having a good time?" I was like, "I sure am." And he's like, "That's great." And he was like, and I said, "Hey, I enjoy this. This is fun for me. This is work I appreciate. You know, I'm lucky being able to hang out as a cannonball on the set. I have passion for this kind of
And
stuff."
then he put his drink on top of your
Exactly.
head and walked off.
And he's like, you know what? That's awesome. I love hearing that kind of stuff. And then he just kind of like, man, well, it's good to meet you. And he asked
Man,
my
he
name.
sounds like a cool motherfucker.
He was a way cool motherfucker. He asked my name. I told him, hey, co-host, and just looked at me. And he's like, well, I'm Billy. And I was like, good to meet you. And then his assistant came. It's funny because his assistant, I saw her and she was looking at us, and then she immediately came, grabbed him, and said, "Hey, you ready for lunch?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he turned back around and he said, "Nice meeting you, man." And
man, I won't talk shit about Billy Bob Thornton ever again.
No,
man.
no.
I never.
You
not that I
had
ever did before.
no reason to. Yeah, and he left. But the thing is, like, while he was hanging out, hobnobbing with a lot of the extras, some guys were pulling out cameras, taking pictures of him, which, we were told don't bring any kind of cameras or anything like that on the
you
set.
deserve to be yelled at if somebody told you not to do something.
Well,
and
the
you
thing
did
is that, we all got on the bus, and there was several things that happened. We got on the bus. One of the ADs came on, and he started fucking cursing. He's like, "You motherfuckers!" And we just sat down. Now, granted, there's like 5 other buses. There's a lot of extras on that movie. So he could have just, the first bus he saw, he could have just walked up and go, "You motherfuckers, he basically just said, I just got my fucking ass chewed out from my boss, because the fucking directors, and he, honestly, he didn't mention the director, but he just said he got his ass chewed out by his boss, because people were taking pictures like, I told you motherfuckers, don't be fucking chewed. And I swear to God, we got yelled at like you would not believe.
Okay,
we were called every name in the book. And I was like, wow. And I was like sitting there, I was like, man,
where's that fucking cannonball at?
I feel like I'm in an abusive family right now, because I feel
okay, so you didn't tell me that part.
Yeah.
I mean, if some people are taking pictures, I mean, because you know who you are. I imagine you ain't. If you didn't take a picture, then you ain't a motherfucker.
Right.
If you took a picture, then you are that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. And
so I can't say nothing about that.
No. But the thing is that he was yelling. He was yelling at a bunch of people. Where I'm sure a lot of people were like just happy to be there on set. But at the same time, there's a lot of us like me who didn't do anything. But you get yelled at like that, you feel like you're guilty. You're guilty of it, and you just fucked up everything for everyone. And on top of that, one of the flags on the set they assumed was stolen. So they said, all right, we can't find this flag. Now, they walked everybody out of that bus. We were all dying to go home. It was a long day. So we all get out of that bus, and we have to open up all our fucking bags. Everything we came with, they were going to do a strip search, I mean, practically on everyone. And then, like, we're standing there, like, dying to go home. And like somebody said, we found the flag, and it was on like a set. So,
man, shit.
But I tell you what. But you got yelled. Being on that set, it was tough.
It's one of those things where, hey, look, it's not like you're going onto a plane. It's not like the military.
No.
You are an extra for the fucking Alamo.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if it's one of those things where it's just a yelling at everybody, and you didn't do anything, and if you don't say anything, nobody's gonna say shit to you. That's cool. But if he's coming on there like taking shit out on you, I say, fuck you, man.
Oh, no.
All right, I'm an extra on the Alamo. I don't need this fucking $50.
No, you're right. And there are a lot of there were a lot of people. There were a lot of people on that set. A lot of egos running around. I mean, there's a lot of people that didn't even appreciate. I mean, there was an AD on there that constantly bitched that he was doing a job he hated only because his family made him do it. Oh. And I'm just looking at him like, you fucking prick. You know what I'd do to be in your position, and you're not even appreciating where you're at right now. I was like, why don't you go fucking wash dishes and see how good you got it? I'll take one. And that's the thing that kind of, but that's the kind of thing you find on all those sets. There's always somebody fucking up. There's always somebody on a high horse, But you think about it. It costs a lot of money to make these things, and
I know.
And a lot of people running around. A lot of things have to get done, and people lose their tempers. And
I understand.
And the thing is, I'll give Christian Bale this. At least he doesn't want to wait. He doesn't want to waste film because that shit is expensive.
Yeah,
fucking up 2 takes is like fucking up. Like, I mean, you're seriously fucking
that's
up.
$5,000 right there.
That film costs a pretty penny, and that's a lot of money that's down the drain. Shit they can't use.
Man, I understand. Look, there's a lot of pressure going on. Everybody's getting reamed out for something. It's just rolling downhill, and everybody gets caught in the big ball of it. Right. But I'm just saying, man, people, I don't know. I have enough pride. If I was, no telling what position I'd be in, if I was getting paid a lot of money and then people yelling at me, I might be like, okay, I'm going to suck it up and not say anything. But hey, man, if all I got is my pride and people yelling at me over $50, you can go fuck yourself. Right? Take this fucking movie and shove it up your ass and project it out through your fucking eyeballs.
Right. But then you lose your career.
A career as an extra. Well, you worried about losing your career?
Oh, no. Well, no, I thought you were talking about if you're a DP or something. No. But
I understand
if you're going with that attitude, because they're like, this guy, he doesn't take his job seriously, and
I'm just saying.
As an extra, no. Okay, the funny thing about that though, I forgot to mention was while that guy was chewing everyone out on the bus, there were those motherfuckers, and there are a lot of these extra guys. There are a lot of these so-called actors that really, really like love kissing ass. And there was about 3 guys. He's like, while we were getting chewed out, he's like, you motherfuckers, I told you not to be bringing this shit up. You heard at least 2 guys. Like, as soon as that guy walked off the bus, you heard 3 guys like, yeah, guys, somebody always has to ruin it for everyone else.
Oh,
yeah.
man. You know what?
And everyone looked at this guy like they wanted to fucking hang him.
No, that guy, that's the guy, no hesitation.
Exactly.
Sit your fucking ass down.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody talking to you. Fuck you.
And that's always the guy on the set. Like, those guys, those are always the guys who, like, trying to find their way to, like, slowly move their way up. And
you're
love
never
talking
gonna hear
big
about
shit.
them.
They always love talking about the actors they've met or whatever. And I was like, those aren't, you never met an actor. You know what you were doing? You were bothering an actor. That's what you were doing. You were bothering him. Because there ain't no fucking reason in hell why he's going to waste his time talking to you. You know, and with those guys, those attitudes, I mean, there's plenty of them on those sets. I've worked with plenty of them. And it's always disgusting. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. You're not going to get noticed because you know what? You're a dickhead. And you're too busy trying to suck the director's cock, and he don't even know who the fuck you are.
And don't know who the fuck, and you're never going to hear about these people.
And you're looking at everybody like you're in charge of them for something. Like you're in charge of something. And that attitude, get the fuck out of here.
Let me tell you something. If you're an extra and all you did was say hi to an actor and that's it, that ain't shit. All right. I mean, be gracious and be grateful that they were nice to you.
Yeah.
Like Billy Bob Thornton was to you.
Yeah.
But don't go telling this story like, you know, I hung out with Billy Bob Thornton. And shut the fuck up. You know?
There's a lot.
Because the way you told that story is like, hey man, I'm telling this story like Billy Bob Thornton was a cool guy. Yeah. Some people try to tell that story like, you know, I worked with Billy Bob Thornton. You did. What did you do? Well, he came and said hi to me at lunch. And, that ain't working.
You and 500 other guys.
Yeah.
You know, they all have your story.
SCTV, Second City Television, they did a sketch in their first year that was pretty funny. It was called Stories from Extras or something like that. You know how you hear actors talking about their craft?
Awesome.
So it was extras talking about this, and stories went like this. One of the stories was, I remember the time I was standing next to the water cooler, and Robert De Niro comes up to me and he says, "Excuse me," and I move out the way and let me get his water.
Nice.
You know that kind of. These are the motherfuckers you're talking about on that bus.
Yes, and they all exist. Yes, and it's sad. Though.
They all
it's
exist.
sad. The worst thing I can see is like when the last day, the last day of being an extra, and I'm like, what is that guy going to do now?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I was an extra in a movie. I won't say what it is because I don't want people looking for me in this movie. And you can find me if I really tell you the scene. And it's a funny scene what I'm doing in there. I mean, I'm not doing anything big. Don't get me wrong. it's just a funny story what I had to do. But anyway, in this particular film, we get out there early in the morning, and because we're part of the military,
right?
So everybody's out there in this military gear, and we're hanging out with people who play civilians. So I'm sitting there. It's like 5 a.m. They gave us breakfast. I'm sitting next to this woman, and so we had no choice but to talk because we just herded in there like cattle. Right. And so she finally says, "So, how did you get this gig?" I said, "Well, how'd you get this?" I said, "I got it because I heard that there was a movie going on in town. My friend and I thought it'd be fun to be extras. They knew I had an army uniform, and they said, okay, come on out, wear it, and come on out. We don't have to pay for it. You can put that shit
they
on.
Loved you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, awesome.
They ain't got to pay for shit except for my little piece of toast and butter. Right? And I asked this chick. I said, how did you get this? And she's like, well, my agent found it for me. I'm like, wait a minute, your agent? I said, you got a speaking role? She's like, no. I said, you're an extra. She's like, yes. So you have an agent? Yeah. So we're both getting $50 for this, except I get to keep my $50, but you got to give 15% to this person that found you this.
Oh, dude, those. Yeah.
I was like, are you kidding me? I said, you're getting fucking robbed.
Yeah, and that's those. I've had people tell me those stories too, and I'm just like, so how'd you get on board? Oh, somebody just showed me the newspaper clipping, and I just called up and I was in.
People, let me tell you something. If you have an agent in a small town, I mean, even Austin is, people thought like, because films were coming here to Austin, people are going to start getting these really great gigs and shit.
Right.
What you're going to get in a small town, if you have an agent, let's just say you're in a town that's kind of trendy, but small like Austin, you're going to get extra work. Are you going to be put in a local car commercial?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Or something that's the equivalent of. I mean, you might be even in a professional looking commercial. For something big in town, but that's going to be the biggest part of it. You ain't gonna get shit. I mean,
it's and a lot of those people with the agents, I mean, they're flying around too. Like there was one lady I was talking to, and she was doing like a short 5-minute scene, and then she was going to jump on a plane and go. I can't remember if she was going to like Dallas or something to shoot another like 2-minute scene, and
that money she just spent $50 plus $200 other dollars to go like make $50 somewhere else.
And I can understand the need to work, but
that ain't working.
You have to. There's
no profit.
That's what they consider work. As long as they're moving around doing what they're doing, that's what they consider work.
Well,
but you're right. There's no profit, no, at all. But I can kind of respect their passion to do that. But it's kind of like a lot of their attitudes is like they're gonna get seen and they're gonna get famous. A majority of the time, they're doing it because they have high hopes and
it's sad when you know that that's not going to happen.
Famous, especially when that person is like over 40 years old or older. I mean, you're just like, But hey,
I mean, look, if you're over 40, this. You
if you're doing it for fun, that's great and all.
Look, if you're over 40, give up being discovered. You got to take that shit in your hands.
Yeah.
And that's the point where you got to go out and make your own movie.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Because flying around trying to do this shit, it ain't gonna work. It ain't happening. It ain't happening.
Yeah.
All right. I'm telling you right now. And I mean, there's an exception for everybody.
Right.
Really, there is. I'm not gonna say never say never.
You never know. You never know.
But I've known some people who did it. I will say this, and they were an older couple. They were probably like in their 50s, and they said that they actually did make some money doing extra shit, but they did it for fun.
Right. And that's the best attitude. I mean, not for once. I mean, doing these things, did I ever think, oh, this is going to lead to, no, it was for fun. It's something I enjoy. The opportunity was here to do it, and I took advantage of it. Now, I could easily just, if you're going to try to do something like that, you got to go where the work is. That's the problem.
LA?
A lot of these people don't want to move. They're like, or they're thinking Austin is going to be the next big. No, you have to go where the work is constantly going, where things are constantly happening. That's the only way to really try to make a living. And chances are, even moving there, you're not going to make it. I know so many people who've left either to be an actor or to be a screenwriter. And half the time, they end up just struggling on paying their rent.
I can't tell you how many people. Now, I don't know. I'm not going to even act like I know what I'm talking about here, but I get the feeling that it's somewhat of a myth in a way. Or maybe it's the myth, maybe it even exists, but the myth lies in the opportunity that's there.
Right.
We knew a lot of actors at one time, local.
Yeah.
We ain't saying, I ain't saying like real actors. I mean, I ain't even dropping names on them. We're small meat, we're small potatoes here, but we knew some people who were local actors, basically people who had jobs who tried to be actors on the side, day jobs. But do you remember at one time in the year they all said we got to head out west because of pilot season? Do you remember that?
I've heard of that. I don't remember anyone actually saying that, but I've heard people like the rumor was or things are like It's it's time to move. It's time to go.
It's a mass migration to go out there for about 3 months.
It's to get work. It's like the Depression when you jump in your truck and you got to go to where the work is.
It's like the fucking Dust Bowl.
Exactly. It's the Grapes of Wrath. Like they're going to go try to find an act.
That's right. They're going out there to pick oranges.
Exactly.
And I mean, shit, you're going to make more money probably picking oranges instead of trying to find some work because they all came back with nothing.
I know.
I mean, they all came back to Austin. And look, I'm not even trying to discourage people.
No.
I'm asking people to just be practical and smart about this.
Right.
I mean, know what's an illusion and know what isn't.
Yeah, if you're realizing you're throwing away your money on travel and you're not getting the kind of work that you really want, then you need to kind of rethink your priorities because it's gonna bite you in the ass. Number one, number two, it's really gonna do something to your head. I mean,
it's gonna fuck you up.
It is,
I know
it is.
A lot of these
try
people
to be nice
are
about it, but I mean, and that's the thing. Like you always got to have a backup plan. Any actor, anything you're doing, there's a good way to be someone who's an artist, but. And of course, we all know the starving artist, but you still got to be smart about it.
Yeah, you do.
You have to be real smart.
There's 3 groups of people, man. There are the people who wait for it to happen to them. I mean, they put in some time, they travel, but they really just wait for it to happen.
Right.
There's the people who do. I mean, they're gonna do it. No,
they're
not waiting on somebody to pick them up. They're gonna say, "Look, these people don't recognize me for my talent. I'm gonna make them recognize me. I'm gonna make a film. I'm gonna talk some shit to somebody. I'm gonna throw myself in something. Something's gonna happen. And then you have the people who are just lucky. And
Pure luck.
And if you ain't lucky, or if you ain't lucky, or if you just waiting for it to happen, your chances are greatly decreased.
Yeah,
that's it.
To me, I always thought being an actor is like winning the lottery, man. I mean, it truly is. I mean,
it's just. I mean, and no matter how many tickets you buy, you can go your whole life without winning.
Yeah, because there are a lot of quote unquote actors.
But I tell you something, man. I mean, there's so many ways to put yourself out there. I don't give up on people. I think if you really have talent and you really are proactive about it, then cream will rise to the crop. Cream will rise to the crop. Fucked up now. Cream will rise to the top.
Yeah,
I'm still thinking about oranges.
Okay.
and I was
like, wait, what?
You'll get recognized some kind of cream will rise to the crop.
The cream will rise.
Rise, motherfucker, rise.
But no, if you're young, hey man, just keep doing it and always, be. There are a lot of actors, though, that kind of shoot themselves in the foot because they assume that everything they do is great and they don't know how to take criticism.
And they got an ego before they even out there.
Exactly.
You know who's really bad about that? Women, man. Young girls who think they're actresses ain't done a goddamn thing and walking around like they're fucking like they're fucking name of actress. I don't know. I don't know. Uma Thurman.
They think they're Renee Zellweger.
They think they're exactly. They already thinking their shit don't speak and they give attitudes to people like, baby,
they are the worst.
You did modeling for Sears here in town, not even like Sears nationwide. You did modeling for like a fucking car commercial. Okay, I mean, you ain't done shit. You done you were in the commercial for the local Hooters.
Yeah, right.
You ain't done a goddamn thing.
And if you have a demo tape of your work, keep that shit at home. Don't bother people with it, please. Don't bother people.
Don't nobody want to see that shit.
Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. If
We've been showing people demo tapes.
Yeah, if you got shit you need to see because check this out. No, automatically, I don't want to see it. If it was that good, I would have seen it already.
Yeah, I would have seen you in something else besides your fucking demo tape.
Exactly. So.
Especially if you bring that shit up on VHS.
That is a good, right.
If your shit is still on VHS, no, thank you.
That is a good way of not getting hired. Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, man, hey, you know what? It was a fun conversation. Now let's
talk.
You want to go on to some email?
I guess so, yeah. Well, I was going to bring up Super Bowl real quick, but
let's bring up Super Bowl. Man, we got fucking time.
Did you see Super Bowl? Did you watch it?
Man, I talked about the Super Bowl with Carlisle. Steelers won, of course.
Of course, yes. It was an interesting game. I didn't really give two craps about the team.
Did anybody really care about the Steelers? I don't think are the Cardinals?
No, but shockingly enough, they put on one hell of a crazy game. I mean, shit. The Steelers at the end of the second quarter, I mean, the interception at the first yard line, and that motherfucker, he caught that ball and he ran all the way across the football field to make a fucking touchdown. That was amazing. That was some
James Harrison.
Yes, that was what was it? James something.
James Harrison, I think
it is. James Harrison?
He's a linebacker. Now that's a big old corn-fed, 350-pound motherfucker, man. Yeah. He caught that shit and ran his ass off like he was getting shot at.
And he ran like you saw his face like, oh God, please.
That fool was running like he was. Like he was in the most racist part of Mississippi, running his ass off. He was. And when he got
don't fails me now. and boy, did they not, dude. He only made Super Bowl history, crying out loud.
I ain't never seen a big brother run like that before, man. Like he did. That hilarious. Fool ran like he saw ghosts. Yeah,
he just run. He wasn't even looking. He just looking. I was waiting for him to run into that post. He was just running with that football. Oh, I thought he was running from zombies. That's what he looked like.
I wish they had the sound down there because he was like.
Yeah,
that fool was running for his life.
And oh my God, right when that's the thing. That's a funny thing about that game. Like, you're rooting for the Steelers, they're doing shitty, and then all of a sudden the tide turns. And the Cardinals, you're like, oh, they're fucked. And then they turn it around the last 3 minutes, only to get screwed at the end.
Well, that dude, man, Holmes, Santonio Holmes.
Yeah.
Man, I was talking to Carlisle about this. I have respect for these athletes, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people who hate sports, we hang around a lot of geeks and shit. They don't like sport. They hate. They say football is just catching the ball. Man, that last catch just goes to show you the kind of body control they have.
Oh yeah.
Because that last catch, because the Cardinals looked like they had it.
Right. Oh no, yeah.
They were. I mean, that's what. See, that game was boring except for two things. That history making run.
Yeah.
100-yard run, and then that fourth quarter.
Right, and it was good because that's the time when it matters. You know, at the end of the second quarter and the last part of the fourth. I mean, that's where it's like that's where you're glued. That is a great game. And the funny thing is, like, the Cardinals were playing like shit. I mean, they honestly were. I'd never seen so many balls go through people's hands. You know, the quarterback is just throwing the ball where there's nobody there.
He looked pissed through the whole thing, man.
Oh, you could tell people were pissed. Yeah,
man. There was one pass that the quarterback did for the Cardinals where he might as well just threw that shit on the ground.
Oh no,
because he threw that shit down.
He did.
Did you see that shit? He just bounced. I was like, "What, you fucking playing tiddlywinks or something?
I know.
What the fuck is going on?"
And you know, the funny thing is, like, you know, they now I'll give it to them. You know, they're there. They're at the Super Bowl for a reason. But yeah, that game though, it's like
that's the Super Bowl.
It was a crazy game, you know. It was nuts, but it was
a
exciting
because before then, man, those first three quarters, what are you doing? You just waiting for commercials to come on and you eating.
Yes.
I was over at the camera phone cop's house.
Yeah,
and he made all this barbecue and shit, and I was like eating, talking, catching up with him.
Right.
I was like, fuck this game,
right?
And then that gameplay came in. And I walked in right when it happened. Thank God for DVR because he rewound it. He's like, man,
a friend of mine missed it when I was watching it. Yeah, she missed the second. Yeah, at the end of the second quarter, she missed that, and I was like, oh,
yeah, man, because I was able to catch it. Like you want to see it right when it happens,
and that's what you want to see.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the whole reason why you're watching the goddamn game, so you can talk about something cool like that the next day.
Oh yeah, no, you damn right.
Anyway, it was an interesting game. What did you think of the commercials? Did you get to see any of those?
Well, I was going to say, man, that brother at the end of that caught that caught that winning pass.
Yeah,
that's the last thing you want to see in the game because that was. Did you understand how he was on?
Oh
the
no,
edge
I saw it. Yeah,
of being out of bounds.
They reviewed
his body was and his toes. His toes were the.
I saw it. Yeah,
that's what made the pass.
I saw the toes and I was like, he has it. He has it right there.
And Carla and I were talking about it. I was like. They learn how to keep their body certain ways to stay. I mean, it just almost becomes instinct. You got to learn how to keep your body inside.
You think so? I mean, we'll never know, to be honest. Only that dude will know. But yeah, he definitely, he knew. He's like, I better keep both my toes on the goddamn ground.
But man, good. Hey, look, I don't keep up with football a whole lot, but I know the Steelers. They're the first. They made a lot of history, man. They made it's a cool game. They made a lot of history. They made history with those rushing yards. You know, 100 that 100-yard run.
The sixth time they won the Super Bowl.
The sixth time, the only team to win 6 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
I think they beat Dallas. Maybe I'm not sure.
Probably, yeah.
And Mike Tomlin, I think he's the youngest coach to ever win a Super Bowl game.
The black guy,
the black dude.
Yeah, because I was like, who's this guy? Because I didn't know, but yeah, when I found out, I
think he's like 39 years old. Yeah. So, I mean, because you're looking at him, I'm like, Jesus, this guy's young, man.
Oh yeah, no, he is young. Yeah,
I was looking at, I was like,
I thought he was an assistant. I was like, why is the camera always on this assistant? What the hell is it? Is this
Where's the coach?
Yeah. What's Christian Bale going to yell at that guy? Get the hell out of the shot! Get the hell out of the shot, you motherfucker! The fuck
Jesus Christ! The fucking winning because you're not fucking line of sight!
You're fucking amateur!
I tell you, man, I can't fucking work with you, man. Not professionally. I'm done with you.
Where did you learn your trade, you motherfucker?
I'm the coach, man. Get the fuck out. This ain't the set of Terminator. No, get out of here. Commercials, man. I tell you, I'm glad you brought it up because I forgot to mention this yesterday. Look, nothing. Everybody's gonna complain like there's nothing new. What new are you gonna get? I mean, I don't know what the fuck you want. You want to
titty vagina?
That's what I'm saying. You want to come out and just raise us shit and show our titties on screen?
You want Transformers coming out of vagina?
Yeah. So there was a commercial that I saw that had me laughing where a dude was punching a koala. It was something for a job show.
I was about to say, okay, the koala punching that commercial was just so insane. That's the one commercial. That's the one commercial I could relate to.
Mm-hmm. And then it had a commercial that was real short. I didn't see it yet. Somebody sent me the link.
The Miller Lite?
Was that it?
That was
it was
a second?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw that. I saw that. It was I thought it was some subliminal bullshit going on because I was like, did I just see a black guy yelling for like 1 second with like a Miller High Life sign behind him? Like I thought he said, High Life! That was it. It's like
that's what it was, Miller High Life or something like that?
Yeah, High Life. Yeah, I think he said High Life. I couldn't make any sense out of it. I was like sitting there and I just see this black guy in a room. He's like, And I was like, is that guy stuck in another universe or something? He's screaming at somebody for help. Get me out of here! I was like, wow, okay. That makes me want that commercial makes me want to go out and go grab one of those.
I'll go help that black dude.
I'm gonna go grab a case and hopefully I can find some way to open up that dimension he's in.
It was like he was trapped in the Phantom Zone.
He was in the Phantom Zone. Hey! Oh my God!
Oh man, that's funny. What'd you say? He was yelling for help.
Yeah, he's like, hey, get me out of here! Oh my God! Anyway, those are my favorite commercials. That's it.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Laugh it up. See, Corey, that's what I needed at Leog, dude. Where were you? I got everyone looking at me at Leog, and I'm like Krusty the Clown during that. I'm like, I just want to make people laugh.
Where's that brother? Help me!
Help! I was that dude. During Leog.
Hey, you talking about some subliminal shit.
Yeah.
Now, did you hear about this story? Jamie sent it out.
Uh-huh.
And they even put up the video for it.
Uh-huh.
There was in Arizona, I think,
uh-huh.
On a Comcast station, somebody fucked up.
Uh-oh.
Somebody put 30 seconds of porn up on the screen during I think the fourth quarter.
Are you really?
No bullshit. Yeah. Okay. Now here's the shitty thing about it.
Yeah.
At least for guys.
Yeah.
Like you thinking, okay, I went to the video thinking, oh shit, I'm gonna see some girl like
Right.
getting
Yeah,
down
you
and
see
busy,
some
getting
action.
nasty. Yeah. You know what it was? They
don't
cut
say
to
it.
it. They cut to it. It was a guy unzipping his pants and flinging his dick around everywhere. I mean, that dude, it was flapping around.
Was it that guy from Kids? The black guy from
No,
Kids?
no.
Was it that scene?
Help me!
Oh, no. Yeah, help me! Right, help me! Oh my
No,
God!
it was.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was some chick. You can hear some guy that like the camera guy telling this chick, "Oh yeah, just pull on out of there, just whip it on out." And
God.
she unzipped the guy's pants. He stood up and that's just like, flap, 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 flap.
I think I know who did that. I think
Tyler Durden.
Tyler Durden.
Because people making jokes about that.
Oh,
They said,
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, they stole my
They
shit.
got you. I thought I'd help you
All
out
right.
there. Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
But yeah, some people said
That's
Tyler
awesome.
Durden was working at Comcast and he put that shit in there. But yeah, man, I saw the clip of it. It was pretty. I mean, granted, look, it's not the action I wanted, but in context of people watching the Super Bowl, not knowing what the fuck is going on, that shit had me laughing.
That is
a
awesome,
big
dude.
dick flipping around. That dude stood up and was like, flap, 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 flap.
I always think about that black kid and Kids. Like, check this out. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, that was the guy.
That
That was the guy.
really do this?
Yeah, that was the guy in the High Life commercial.
Yeah, he was.
Help. So, all right, man.
Oh boy.
Oh man,
God.
you cracked me
This is
up
a-
with that, man. This is glorious.
This is a
Well, I hope you ain't too tired yet because we still got to read email, my
Oh
friend.
fuck.
Yeah, man.
You're right.
I know. I told you, boy.
You're not kidding. All right. Fuck it. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, we can do this, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do.
And we can't do this shit. We go in and claim. We can't pussy out and say, "All right, I'm gonna read 3 emails and we're gone." We got. We make this email a big part of this show. So, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go ahead and stop here and let this
We're gonna render this.
render because I'm scared about losing
Hope
it.
to God, yeah.
And
We'll all save.
yeah, and then we shall return. All right, man. We're in the last stages here.
Yes.
That means it's time to go ahead and read some
Email.
Read some email, man.
Email time.
You know what? I got some music for our email right here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do. Let me go ahead and pull it out right here real quick. Yeah, I think I played you this little ditty before right here. I know we a little echoing now because I got to pull out the speakers, but let me go ahead and
Super surround.
exactly. Hello, low. Co-host.
Surround your ass.
But I gotta pull it out to play the email music here. I'm gonna try and incorporate it into the show one way, a more practical way.
Pulling out your accordion.
But no, here we go. I got the perfect email music. Here it is. Rocking and rolling. Rock. Whoa. Rock and roll. Rock. yeah.
That is awesome. Oh, it won't stop. Still rocking.
Slight return there.
Rock the roll the rock.
Joel and I I told you, Joel and I used to work with a dude who went off in a cabin for about a month, came up with some deep music, and that was it.
And that was it, huh?
I probably shouldn't be playing that. We're going to get sued, but I don't care, man.
Hey, man.
Ain't like
it's all in good fun.
Yeah, I'll give him some royalties later.
Yeah,
I'll send him
him.
I'll send him a Mac Rib. What'd you say? We'll sign him.
We'll sign
him on a Spill label.
Who gives a shit records?
That's perfect.
Yeah,
all right.
There you go.
Oh man, I'm sitting up here being silly. I haven't even pulled out our email list yet. So let me go and do this. Be correct. Pull up our email list here.
While you're doing that, Corey, I'm going to go ahead and congratulate Jessica. Jessica actually bought a co-host T-shirt, and she took a picture of it and sent it to me, and she is now going to be receiving some cool shit.
Is Jessica hot?
Actually, she's one of my new girls. Yeah, she's
one of your new girls. See, look at you, man.
Why don't you? You can look her up if you want.
Jessica, huh? What she look like?
She looks like. Let me see. Girls don't like hearing that. What they look like.
Shit, I don't
she
care.
looks like a cute little tot. That's what she looks
give
like.
a fuck.
She's the Asian girl. Hey.
Yeah, I want to know. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Come over here and tell me what she looks. Tell me which one is her. Come here. Look at this.
Sorry, Jessica.
Fuck you, Jessica.
She did
You don't be sending pictures up here if you don't want nobody looking at you. Is that her right there? Rock and roll. Is that her?
Go to.
Well, damn. Which one was it? Does she exist? you ain't seeing shit.
Go to my page.
Okay. Oh hell, we
got
gotta
like 99 people named Jessica on here.
Okay. Fuck, man. I gotta go to your.
Go to my page. You know, you've been there. You got a bookmark.
I'm there every day, touching myself.
Right,
what the fuck?
That's from, you haven't seen my pretty tan? Oh, dude, I totally forgot to tell you. I have a video of Christian Bale flipping out in one of his movies.
Is that Jessica right there?
No, that's President. Oh yeah.
Did she draw that? Oh, Jagar.
Yeah, Jagar drew her.
Damn, Jagar's doing all kind of art.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, where the fuck?
Okay, go scroll down.
And what is it she got on your page? I can't even hear shit because what is this she got playing on here, man? God damn. Damn, I can't hear because you got fucking crazy ass music on here.
Good shit, Corey.
Shit, it sounds like somebody doing construction. What? Okay. Okay.
All right. Oh, more Christian Bale stuff. All right. Could keep going down. Down. All right.
Man, what am I looking for here?
We're looking for Jessica.
Ain't no Jessica on here.
Yeah. It's the second page.
Oh shit! I'm like, man.
She put the picture up on her page.
God damn.
In her photo section.
Tired of this shit.
People love sending me shit, Corey.
Where's the picture, man? I don't see a goddamn thing up here. Where?
Damn.
What the?
Go to page 2.
People, I'm sorry. I mean, she better be worth it, man. She better be fucking hot.
Let me see here. Oh, keep going. Shit. Now, okay, go up a bit. Go up.
Hey, look, man. I'm tired of this girl. I don't. Okay, I don't care anymore. I don't get. She ain't that fucking hot. All right. I mean, damn. I'm just trying to read some email.
I just detoured that.
Ain't no detours.
That whole part. Jessica didn't ask for that.
Ain't no way.
Jessica put up a picture of herself in the shirt.
So she gets a prize.
She's looking good. She gets a cool prize.
She gets a picture of me on my furry carpet.
Yes. You get that naked picture of Corey.
Yeah. With my mustache.
What he's been giving away for free.
Yeah.
Nobody wants.
Why do they keep coming back to me? I don't know why.
No, congratulations, Jessica.
All right.
You're looking good in your co-host shirt.
Okay, let's
all right, what's the first email? Corey?
Anybody they send me a picture of themselves with my poster on their wall of me on my furry carpet laying down. I'll give you one of my socks. Used. So let's all right. After all this shit you've been talking, now you're gonna go like, damn. Okay, let's go ahead and get into some email. We already played the email song. We can't let that go to waste. Yeah. All right. It says A question for Let's Do This about Street Fighter 4. I already got a really good answer for this. What are your thoughts on Street Fighter 4? Don't care.
Yeah,
I mean, what can we say?
Yeah, hey.
Don't really. I'm sorry. This comes from Soul Bro Ryu.
Right.
I don't want to be rude, man, but I don't care.
Who cares?
I mean,
It's a
really,
chick from Smallville, but who cares?
Yeah. Since you have mentioned, since you play video games and have mentioned them on past LTDs, that sounds like a sexual disease right there. Like
it is.
Venereal disease. I got LTD. I just want to know if you are as primed as I am for this game. No. Okay. Sorry. I don't mean to be an ass, but no. Okay.
We wish, but no.
Oh, well, this is from Josh, who says, I got a question for Corey. It doesn't have to be for a show. Now I really want to know
Uh-oh.
this. Okay, from listening to LDT, damn, there it goes again, and a Coco, so much over the past, wait a minute, let me read this again. Okay, from listening to LDT and a Coco, from so much from over the past, oh, man, look, I can't, you guys got to get this grammar shit together. So much over the past, however long they've been running. All right, I don't know what that means. I've gathered that you have a pretty good grasp on underground hip-hop and rap and whatnot. Anyway, I like new music, and I like having certain musicians in all genres saying I'm a fan of that music. But I just can't seem to find something in the hip-hop realm. Anyway, I was wondering if you could recommend me some awesome underground. Really, the only rap albums I currently own are Public Enemy and The Coup. Jesus, man.
Jeez, how old are you? 35?
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Yeah, I mean, you a big hip hop head, but that's all you got, Public Enemy and The Coup?
I need your help.
Yeah, I can give, man, look, this is going to take
some Fat Boys, some Run DMC.
Listen, man, there's a lot of shit that I'm just going to, I mean, because I'll send you a list, because there's a lot of shit that I can give you. I will say this much. Go on Pandora and list a bunch of people. I mean, put in some artists that you like, and they'll make a hip hop station for you, and you'll find all kind of artists on there that you like.
Right. There you go. Problem solved.
Yeah, there you go. Some of the hip hop I'm listening to right now. What am I listening to?
Rihanna.
Murs, man. Check out the latest Murs. Murs is pretty hype. So.
The MERS.
And the MERS stands for Moving Underground Raw Shit or something like that. So,
it
actually stands for something. Yeah, check out MERS, man. MERS is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and
hooray.
There's a lot of other people out there, Aesop Rock people like. I mean, you get into the backpack rap and shit. What the fuck is going on with my goddamn phone over here?
Backpack rap?
Yeah,
what does that mean?
It means like it's hip hop that a lot of the college kids like. So they say it's backpack because a lot of the white college kids like it. But
it won't offend anybody.
Nah, I won't offend it. I mean, there's some cool shit. Look,
right.
It's one of those things. I don't want to put down any. I don't want to bring the show down by listening to a bunch of stuff. People are like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'll send you a list.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Next question.
Okay, somebody has been talking about Christian Bale losing his mind. We already went over that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is from Vasanth VA. I don't know what that means. Let's see. And this is Let's Do This from India.
Holy cats, we got to Let's Do This in India? Time to sue.
Yeah, how many heads do you have, my man? Or my girl, or whatever you are. Okay.
Is there a goat and a black guy doing that show over there? What's going on? Oh, dang.
Let's do it. The from India part was only to catch your attention, but also to let you know that you have fans listening to your show from different parts of the world. So I guess we do. We don't mean to talk
India. What, about the goats?
About the goats, yeah.
Well, there are goats here.
Every time I think about India, I'm thinking about...
Yeah, that doesn't mean... No.
I'm thinking about Indiana Jones and that dude, Kalima. The one that's pulling out people's hearts.
Mushiga. Okay, no, we love... Thank you. Hey, thanks for checking out our show. We love India.
I recently read a comic book called Liar Game, which probably has one of the most thought-out, intelligent plots involving a lot of strategies, probabilities, and mind games. And ever since I've been researching that for the movies, which have complex, intelligent plots, which require the viewer to think and use their heads to understand the movie. So my question is, what, according to some of your most intelligent movies which made you think? I don't understand. What is it? Just me?
I don't know. I'm not reading the questions. I don't know. A
good example of what I'm looking for is the time travel movie Primer. Movies that have made me think. I'll tell you the movie that recently has made me think is Let the Right One In. After I saw that, I mean, I was like I said, I was going over that over and over in my head.
Right.
I saw this movie and I already mentioned this. I saw this movie at Sundance called. I mentioned this before. It was called Spread with Ashton Kutcher.
Okay.
Not very deep, but I love movies where they lay out little clues and people do mannerisms, and you go back and you look at it again and you realize that mannerism really wasn't what was meant to be seen at first. It wasn't what you were thinking.
Right.
And that movie, for just a pretty standard romantic comedy that's made pretty much for a guy, it did a good job at it deserved a second viewing, so you can go back and say, wow, okay, I see what's going on here.
Right.
Ashton Kutcher plays a gigolo, and he meets a girl who is pretty much his match because he just he's such a sorry son of a bitch, man. He finds women to just leech off of, to live off of. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't have a home. Mm-hmm. He just finds he starts at the movie saying, "I'm really good looking, and I'm sorry, I just am,
and I'm just a gigolo,
and everywhere I go,
gigolo." People always stop.
Nobody knows the rest of this.
Gigolo.
But that movie kind of made me think. Let the Right One In, the vampire movie, made me think. Any of them for you?
All of David Lynch's films made me think.
But do you ever come to conclusion?
My favorite one, Mulholland Drive. I remember I watched that movie like 3 weeks straight, and every time I watched it, I caught something new, something different, and it made me try to piece together that story and try to find exactly what it was all about. Which I'm still under the perception that it's just a weird way of saying Hollywood is extremely fucked up and it's another world, and the whole life and of acting and everything involved in it, people, it's like it is another world. It's a fantasy world that just it's not there to make sense.
No, I got you, man.
Yeah.
I've heard that a lot. And Primer, if anybody, I actually interviewed that director. He's from Fort Worth. I don't know if he's doing anything else.
You're right.
You remember that? Yeah. He actually, that movie was made cheap, man.
It was. I still don't get it. I watched that movie like 5 times. I'm like, I'm sorry. It's still going over my head.
Yeah, I don't either. I've seen it like twice, and I'm like, I'm one of those people who I like the movie. I admire it. I'm not the biggest fan of the pacing of it because I get bored in some parts of it.
Yeah.
But it really is a thought-provoking movie, man. I mean, everybody gives credit to Donnie Darko, but this movie is, I would say, along those veins, man. That guy really
Donnie
made
Darko is a good one. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up. Pi. I'm a big fan of
Pi.
Pi.
Yeah, Pi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pi is one of those movies. It's very cerebral, man. I mean,
I felt very stupid, and I was like, man, I want to learn math because obviously there's more to it than I ever thought of.
So let's see. Oh, and I'll just close with this. Another movie that, because we can sit up here and name all kind of deep cerebral movies, but I'm going to name some movies that are just they're action films or they're fun films, but there's something. If you watch them twice, there's some deep there. I watched Training Day so much, and it's just fun to see how Denzel Washington's character has planned all this shit out for Ethan Hawke's character in the movie, and he gives drops of dialogue. He has mannerisms. There's little bits of dialogue that you don't even hear, which you catch the second, third time around. And you just put everything together in his scheme to just what he has planned for this guy. And it's for a movie that's just kind of a straightforward action film. It's pretty amazing that script, man.
I'll tell you a simple one that you probably already know, and I'm not going to say the name. I'll just say the initials, DK. that movie,
okay,
obviously. I mean, we were talking about it all last week. I mean,
I'll give you
example.
that. No, I'll give you that. I'll give you that big time.
Yeah. So there you go.
All right, let's see. Wes Craven. This guy wants to know about Wes Craven. This is from Big Man Dan.
Okay.
Big Man Dan. He says, my friends keep on making fun of horror movies and how ridiculous they are. Mostly, he tends to barbecue Wes Craven. What is one of his movies that I can prove to him that horrors aren't that bad? I'll have him watch The Serpent in the Rainbow.
Serpent in the Rainbow? Shit.
And Last House on the Left?
Last House on the Left. That'll change his mind.
Yeah, no. If you just want to go for Wes Craven, as far as horror goes, man, I mean, what can I tell you? I mean, I don't know what his tastes are like. I don't know. I mean, if he doesn't like any kind of horror movie, then what are you gonna do? I mean, I don't know if he wants. Because look, I could recommend anything from Creepshow to Cannibal Holocaust to Night of the Living Dead. It's all different styles of horror. So. Look, go
plenty of flavors to choose from.
Have them watch Night of the Living Dead for the first. I mean, because that's a movie. It's not very high budget. Right. It's almost artistic in the way it's filmed and written. Yeah, and show them, so that's
show them or Dawn of the Dead. I would recommend that.
Dawn of the Dead,
or Wreck. Shit.
Exactly. There you go. I mean, so many different movies that have the integrity that your friend probably takes for granted. Right. Oh, it's just blood and gore and splat. Look, Texas Chainsaw Massacre hardly has any blood in it. Yeah. Point that out to them, have them watch that.
Or you could just not give a shit like I would and go, hey, that's his loss.
Exactly. Fuck him. That's what I
would. Why do I got to teach it?
Yeah, why is it my responsibility?
Tricks? Yeah.
Man, sick. Son of a bitch. In fact, you know what? Go find some more friends.
Yeah, get some better friends, dude.
But really, Night of the Living Dead, man, watch that movie because there's hardly any blood in that.
Right.
It's
a great film.
Yeah, and it's not the exploitive kind of horror film that you think. So yeah, let me see. Let's go on to question 4. Let's do this from Simon Chuby.
Sounds important.
I know. It says, "Read me."
Damn.
In capital letters. This is not even a movie question. I like this girl, and there's nothing better than a horror movie that makes a girl jump into your arms. My question is, will there be any good horror movies? And he spelled certificate. Okay, I'm going to read this like it. I don't know what the fuck is going on tonight. My question is, will there be any good horror movies, certificate 15, that would be good to watch this year? I can only think that certificate 15 must be a rating system in another country.
I guess so, yeah. Huh.
This year?
This year. Well,
what's coming out? We got Friday the 13th might be
Friday
good.
Friday the 13th. Hey, could be a good one.
We just saw one, My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
in 3D.
In 3D. That's a movie where you don't have to worry about shit. I mean, that's a movie where, see, it's not the kind of movie where your girl's going to be disturbed.
Right.
She probably had laugh as much as you will, but she'll probably jump into your arms too. And when you come out, it's still kind of a lighthearted mood.
Right. It's not. It's nothing too crazy. Yeah, I mean, if you go at the right time, if you have the right crowd, it could be a really great experience. Or if she's looking for something a little bit more serious, which I don't know this chick, then you might be screwed. I don't know.
But that's what I mean.
But if you know this girl likes having a good time going to horror films, and you already you can kind of tell. I mean, you can kind of gauge her as far as what kind of film she's into, and just ask her, hey, do you like horror movies to begin with? And if she goes, oh my God, yes, because girls will definitely let you know the type of horror films that they're into. You know, and pay attention. Hey guys, listen to what the fuck she has to say and use that knowledge, fool.
Yeah, but really, I think some of the best movies are movies that are kind of dumb.
Right? Yeah,
they got a bunch of scares in there that are goofy, but your girl will still jump.
Right. Friday the 13th. Actually, that's probably as far as upcoming films. That's the only one I can really think of right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but my Bloody Valentine is so goofy.
Yeah,
that your girl will probably she'll probably be happy and giggling. Yeah. Hey man, you make a girl laugh. Draws drop. So exactly. I'm not even trying to say she'll have sex with you. I mean,
listen to Uncle Cole.
Yeah, exactly. If you want a girl to just be all over you and you two might end up making out because she's happy and you made her laugh.
Right.
My Bloody Valentine, our movie similar in nature is good for that. Mm-hmm. You don't want to disturb her too bad.
Right.
She'll come out there like, take me home, you crazy motherfucker. All right. So this comes from the Grand Marshal, which has the pug for an avatar. So apparently the Grand Marshal is a dog.
Okay.
And the Grand Marshal has to say...
We're ready to hear you.
No, the Grand Marshal says, my soul has been lost.
Oh, shit.
And it says...
Well, good luck. Good luck finding that.
Yeah, what you want us to do? What, we look like Ghostbusters up here? I have just seen the movie Taken, and I pissed myself at its awesomeness.
Yes.
Later on that night, I sat strictly out of curiosity to watch Meet the Spartans. Why would you do that after watching something like Taken?
Okay, yeah, you just said probably one of the dumbest things I've heard.
That's like eating
all week.
That's like eating a great meal and then taking some fucking castor oil afterwards. Some cough medicine.
I thought I had problems.
It's like eating a great meal and then moving on to put some shit in your mouth.
It's like, yeah, you eat a great meal and then for after dinner mint, you shit on your plate.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of after dinner mint, you put a turd in your mouth.
Yeah.
Fresh, still steaming and smoking, soft.
Oh my God. But he is right. I saw that movie this weekend, and holy fuck.
A lot of people like
that movie fucking rocks, Corey.
See,
That
I don't
movie
even love it as
kicked
much as you
fucking
guys, and I
ass.
like it. Well, this is what he says. He says, that was 2 hours of my life that I'll never get back. You damn right you won't. He says, my question is, how do you cope with movies that deserve a fuck you rating because they make the best reviews to make fun of? That's why. I mean, when we come out of there mad and screaming, everybody loves that
They
shit.
do, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's our job to go and
They're
watch
looking
this kind
forward
of shit.
to it.
Yeah,
They're looking forward to the slaughter.
Yeah, we watch this kind of shit mainly to entertain you.
Yeah.
My man Mexicano.
Oh,
Mexicano says, "Hey, Black Wonder, got a question for Coco. Let's do this."
Black Wonder.
Black Wonder, Wonder. That's how I'm going to do our call-in shows now. When I add you, this is the Spill Call-in show with your host, the Black Wonder, Wonder.
You do that, Corey.
I will. As we all know, with the passing of Heath Ledger, it is very damn tragic that we'll never see him use his greatest talent in another role. Are there any other actors or directors you've watched that didn't pass away too soon, and that you would like to see them do? And what would you like to see them do, and why?
It's a thinking question.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Heath Ledger's so fresh in our minds, but there are some people who died not too long ago that we all. I mean, there's tons of people. I mean, I don't know if this is what I recently thought of, but people often remember River Phoenix.
Yeah.
They often thought like, this kid. We often overlooked someone such as, who was the guy that recently died who was in Ghost World? And
Brad Renfro.
Brad Renfro.
Yeah.
We overlooked this guy. He was still young. I think it's a tragedy. Anybody who's that young that dies, they probably have potential. And he was doing a lot.
No, he was doing some great work.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think that he was having some drug problems.
Yeah.
Now, we know that somebody who's had tragedy in their life, who's had battles combating addiction, and who's had battles trying to straighten their life out from a dark area that they want to get away from, they bring a lot of that into their role.
Oh, yeah.
So I think maybe we overlooked Brad Renfro, but we probably could have.
We could have had some decent films from him. I mean, honestly, the first time I noticed him, which, damn, now I'm trying to think of the first movie I actually saw him in, but I remember seeing him act, and I was like, you know what, this guy, I can see him down the road if he's still picking his roles right. You know, you'll be hearing. I definitely thought he'd be an actor that you'd hear more from. You know.
I think so too. Young actors, there are often comedians that I would like to see them do more serious roles. And Bernie Mac is somebody who passed away that I think, as he got older, because he's done some roles that were borderline serious, and we just know him for being funny. We just don't be funny.
I thought as far as his movie roles,
but I mean, there's some movies that I think he played pseudo serious roles. There was a movie where he was helping a swim coach. Terrence Howard was in it. I forgot what it was called, but I don't think he was meant to be entirely funny in that movie. And I heard that he was one of the better parts of that film. So I always love to see comedians move on to something more serious. And I think Bernie Mac passed away before he actually had a chance to shine in that area.
Yeah.
I mean, we can go on for a long time about that, but those are some people.
Brad Renfro. The first movie I saw him in was that movie with Robert De Niro about the kids.
Bronx Tale?
No, about the kids who were abused and the. You know what I'm talking
wait
about?
a minute.
I think Robert De Niro was in it.
Was Robert De Niro in it?
I think so. Yeah.
Are you talking? Was Brad Pitt in it?
Yeah. Like the beginning of the movie was them as kids and they were abused.
I know what movie you're talking about. It's a one-word title, something like Clockers or Rounders, but that's not it.
No.
Sleepers. Is it called Sleepers?
Yes, Sleepers.
And they were and
Brad Renfro was one of the kids.
They were raped as kids, and then they went back and got Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon
was Rob De Niro in that, or was Kevin Bacon?
He was in it. He I don't think he had a big part, but he was in it. He was the priest that the kids were friends with.
That's right. Right. Yeah. No, Brad Renfro, man, underrated guy. A lot of people just wrote him off.
That's when I saw him in that movie. I thought he was really great, and I was like, "That's a kid to look out for." You know?
Yeah. So, and it's a shame because I think I'm not sure, but I think when he died, got no mention at the Academy obituaries.
No, you're right.
So, this is from Chase. Chase says, "My question is, how do you and co-hosts feel about the pirating of films? The pirating of films, where they sell a movie, they got it. I mean, look, it's illegal, so I'm not going to say anything. People, they're trying to fight it. What am I going to say? It's illegal. As far as people downloading these movies online and whatnot, now, if you want to just take it from a black and white perspective, yeah, what are you going to say? Don't do it.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
Don't do it.
But nothing's black and white. I mean, you got look. You're advertising a movie, and there are people around the world who live in countries where they say, "I don't know when this movie's coming to my country, if ever." They're gonna download that shit.
Oh yeah.
And what am I gonna do? Am I gonna tell them not to?
No.
I mean, it's nothing's black and white, man. You're not in that situation.
Yeah.
We're lucky because we
I
get
want
to
to
see.
and I have no other means of seeing it besides, like let's say with the situation with Rec, because Rec still hasn't fucking come out on DVD yet. I mean, I'm actually shocked that, after Quarantine came out, I was hoping that they would release Rec at some point, either in the theater or on DVD, and we're still waiting for that goddamn movie.
I mean, I watched that.
I'm sorry,
online.
but a movie that's buzzed that big, if a goddamn studio isn't smart enough to let me fucking see it, I'm gonna go out of my way to fucking see it. I'm sorry.
I mean, as everybody knows, Carla and I have had this discussion for a long time, and I'm not advocating people go out and do it, but I just can't agree with this whole thing of wrong is wrong, right is right, because as we all know, I mean, that's what's going on with something like the marijuana argument right now.
Right.
It doesn't make sense to me to have marijuana be illegal when people are drinking, but people just say, I've been taught that it's wrong, so it's wrong.
Well, people are drinking and
killing people.
Drunk and driving, people are driving around drunk, and it's becoming more of an epidemic than ever. I mean,
and meanwhile, I don't know anybody who's out there doing crazy shit, killing people because they've been smoking weed.
Right.
I'm sorry. I mean, say I'm a bad influence on you kids or
you
whatever.
Look at the facts, and you actually do your research, and you'll definitely notice that there are a lot of hypocrites.
I've smoked weed. I don't make a habit. I smoked weed. I'll probably do it again. I'm sorry, kids, you have to hear that, but it's a hypocritical argument, and I hate it. And it's the same way with piracy. I mean, I've watched pirated movies. I will watch them again, but I'm not advocating that people go out and do it. And hey, if I want the studios to find a way to utilize the internet so that they don't have to lose money through piracy.
Look at TV. I mean, for crying out loud, there's a commercial. I can't remember what the name of the what the service was, where you can download any TV show because
Hulu?
It's okay. Did you see the Alec Baldwin?
Hulu's big,
oh, that's
man.
what you said. I thought you said.
Like, who?
I thought you said who? I was like, no, Hulu.
The voodoo that you do?
Hulu, which is that's the network's response to all the free lit downloading that you can do on the internet. So if people are downloading it for free anyway, we might as well just put the shit up ourselves and make our own website where all the networks can throw down all their episodes and have them go to their site to check it out instead of YouTube or whatever else they're using.
No, you're right.
So,
man.
I mean, and they had no choice. I mean, that's just how things are now. And
man, it's a different.
And you got to think smart about it.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's a different age. It's a different business model. It's a different technology. Mm-hmm. Things are going to leak out. Nothing's going to be perfect. Mm-hmm. You can either fight it or you can learn how to utilize it. Right. So I really don't have this whole thing. Wrong is wrong. I mean, it's just not that easy. Mm-hmm. So let's see here. This says this is from Polska Beats. Okay. Mm-hmm. They say, well, since all video game movies have sucked so far, do you guys think that there will ever be a good video? We get this question all the time.
It's like every week we
and they say, they're going to say, I'd like to see BioShock turn into a movie and a good Resident Evil reboot. BioShock is, as long as it's still going, like it said, is being directed by Gore Verbinski, the guy who did The Ring and Pirates of the Caribbean. So that's coming out, so we'll see if that's good or not. And P.S. It doesn't matter if they're in the works right now. Example, Prince and Persia. Hey, look, somebody will get one right someday.
Yeah, hopefully.
What do you want me to say? And as far as video game movies sucking, that's all a matter of opinion. Because I know some people who thought that Silent Hill was a good one. I thought it fell flat the second half, but that's the closest thing that I've seen somebody actually doing.
I thought they got the atmosphere right, but it just was lacking story.
I'm a big fan of the Silent Hill games, and I have to say that some parts of that movie looked like the second game. It looked like it was just right out the second game, Silent Hill 2. So yeah, give it time, man. I mean, we don't have a time machine, so yes,
maybe one of you guys asking these questions will become a director and fucking get it right.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe
there you go.
Let's see. this says, and we'll read. Let's see, it's 2:06. We'll read about 4 or 5 more because we're going through these quick. It says, this is from Mason Daniel. Is there a movie you absolutely hated, but there's one scene that you liked out of it? Absolutely hated. Absolutely hated. That's
you know what? I'll say AI.
You hated that.
I didn't like it, but there are certain scenes I liked. Usually the camaraderie with the robots, especially with the teddy. I loved everything with the teddy bear scenes. Those scenes were great. I really liked those characters working together, trying to help that kid, find the clues to, his being or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of that movie that could have been easily cut out. Or worked on,
You know what?
There's like the last scene, the saddest scene in that whole movie. I love that scene.
Okay.
Too bad that
But did you hate that movie?
Did I hate it? Shit, no. I can't say. I mean, I didn't like it, but I didn't hate it. I've seen worse.
I have one right here. You and I saw a disaster movie together. Now, I don't know. We always talk about that old guy zombie in there, which we did laugh at.
Yeah.
But, okay, there was something about that chipmunk scene that had me laughing because it was so stupid.
Okay, that scene, okay, there you go. We got there it is. The chipmunk scene was hilarious. Because
it was so stupid.
It looked so stupid, yeah.
Like they couldn't even do CGI chipmunks. They had puppets.
Exactly. Those fucking puppets look like they had all kinds of STDs and just... You can almost see the guy's hand like wiggling the puppets, just going nuts, and it was hilarious. I'm sorry. As much as I'd hate to say that scene at least was hilarious, especially when you're in the right state of mind.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna knock these down.
There you have it. Yes.
Let's see. Sabretooth says, what are some of the worst movies you've seen that starred great actors? For example, Rocky and Bullwinkle, Robert De Niro. Man, you nailed one right there.
Yeah.
That. Okay, I can't say that I've seen, but I know that.
Jesus.
I know that. What do you call it? The Spirit was knocked so bad, and it had Sam Jackson in it. I haven't seen
Sam Jackson and Samuel Jackson. Even though he was the only one I thought that was really trying to do something worth the shit. I had no idea what the fuck Scarlett Johansson was doing. I mean, granted, sometimes she doesn't do the greatest of movies, but to see her do that movie, I was like, oh, wow, I'm surprised you did that.
I thought here's a movie that people.
Gary Oldman in
The Unborn.
Yeah, The Unborn.
Yeah,
which I was like, I know he was just doing it as a favor. Obviously,
he was connected somehow to do that movie.
He owed somebody a favor. Yeah.
I absolutely hate Ocean's 11 or Ocean's 12. I'm sorry, Ocean's 12.
Yeah,
and that has a lot of major actors in it, and to me, in one movie that is just I thought was terrible.
Yeah.
They have that scene in there where, what's her name? Julia Roberts plays a character, but then everybody thinks that she's Julia Roberts,
right?
And I thought that was the most terrible gimmick. Everybody says, you look like Julia Roberts. It's Julia Roberts playing Julia Roberts. In the movie, they say, oh, Miss Roberts, come in. Oh, you're Julia Roberts, which in the movie she's not supposed to be. So if you understand, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was a terrible scene. And the ending of the movie was terrible. I hated that movie.
I still haven't seen any of those films. So
I hate that movie, man.
Yeah. Well, just the whole idea of it, I don't know, it just turns me off. I don't know. But Robert De Niro though, that makes me think about a good part of his latter career where I'm like,
yeah, man, I have to say he was in another movie where I thought this movie was terrible. It was a movie where he was a failed baseball player, like a little league player. He went crazy. I can't remember what it was.
Jeez,
at the end of the movie, he went crazy and started killing people. The Fan. Do you remember that movie?
Oh, The Fan. Yeah.
I thought that was.
You didn't like that? I thought it was okay, only because I kind of sympathized. I only sympathized with this character because he was just a father. Like I almost sympathized with him the way I sympathized with Michael Douglas and Falling Down. to where basically it's just a guy who just wants to be with his kid.
I just thought when it came,
everyone's beating down on him. And
yeah,
he's like, fuck it.
I don't know. I mean, that was me. I just thought that movie was ridiculous. But the low point, the absolute low point of Robert De Niro's career, you're right, my man, is Rocky and Bullwinkle. And the reason why
to pretend I'm pissed off that he mentioned that movie because I keep pretending that it never happened. So.
Man, he was behind that movie too. From what I understand,
he's like a producer.
Yeah, he really wanted to make a Rocky and Bullwinkle movie for some reason. I'm
sure it was for someone's kids. I don't know
his for his inner child. Okay. This comes from Tazwan. Hey, Corey, long-time listener from Sydney, Australia, but only recently joined the site. I was wondering where I email questions for a couple of cold ones, and let's do this.
Right there.
Email to me. You just did it. Yeah. So, good job, my man. Let's see. We'll do two more here.
Did he have a question?
That was the question. Like he sent a question for a question
how to do
in the right place. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Legato Blue says, I asked this week or two ago. That's what they say. I'm not let me read it correct. But it was you guys. But it was when you guys were super busy. So I figured I'd send it again. All right. Well, what's this question? So let's see. So I'm into romantic comedies. Are movies that just manipulate you emotionally.
That's your fault.
Yes, don't come crying to me about this. Stuff in the vein of Stranger Than Fiction and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. So you're more into art. I don't even know if those count as really romantic comedies. I mean, I guess they could, but
I wouldn't think so. No.
The comedian turned serious thing is just a coincidence. So what movies like those can you guys name that you really liked? I would recommend.
Jeez.
Huh.
Romantic comedy.
I guess they're saying the more artistic romantic comedy. I just named one right there when I told you about Spread. I don't know when it's going to be released or if it's going to be picked up, but that's the closest thing I can think of to something like that right now.
I will say Lost in Translation.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I could say that.
That's a good one. That's
I love that
good
movie.
One.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lost in Translation.
You're talking more of the art house romantic comedy thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So no, that's not bad at all. All right, we'll do one more here.
One more question, and that's it.
One more, maybe two more if I see one that's good down here. Let's see. Okay, joke. You're too late. You asked for. All right, let's see.
Make it good, Corey.
Joanna Jax.
Oh.
Not sure if this is where you send questions. Okay, we just answer that.
Not sure.
Why do you guys edit out the swear words on the animated reviews, but not the audio reviews? Just curious.
That's a good question.
They said,
Corey.
P.S. I love the audio reviews because they're longer, and I think you guys are hilarious. Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
They are longer.
They are longer, kind of like this show.
I know. I know people tend to get upset when they see the videos and notice how short they are.
Well, that's...
Which I'm sure there's a reason behind it.
No, there's a reason for that. Look, I put up the audio reviews as longer because they're like podcasts. They're audio. Mm-hmm. If you put things up, and I don't know why people don't get this, because people will be the first one to complain that something's too long. Mm-hmm. If you put something up that's a video, maybe, okay, something like what we're doing.
Yeah.
And this is done through experimentation and all kind of shit.
Yeah.
For what we do, it gets old. Uh-huh. People don't want to watch the kind of thing, a review like we do. Mm-hmm. People don't want to watch that over 5 minutes. If after 5 minutes, people will start to wonder, their eyes will dart, they get bored. Mm-hmm. Only the hardcore people who really, really like this, and I'm talking about a very small number of people will sit up there and watch something like 10 minutes long like this.
Yeah.
But I take out the swear words because the videos are meant to be more universal. They're put on different sites.
Sure,
they're meant to be used in different areas. Yeah, exactly. So
and we want to get the children on board.
Exactly. So they can hear us cuss on our site.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do that because we just we want it to be to be safe to be viewed in many different venues.
Right.
The audios we're not putting those out as much in too many different places. Mm-hmm. So that's why. I do have one more question here that's good, and then we'll be done. Okay.
Oh, computer says, "Fuck you, you're done now."
Okay, I don't know about that one. This is asking something I don't know about.
Okay,
asking about a video game that I don't play.
Video games.
D. Lorenz. Okay, D. Lorenz. D. Lorenz says, "Good evening."
Oh, she must be Nosferatu.
Well, that's how I start answering. That's how I start opening some podcasts and doing a show. The calling show. Good evening. I love that. Do you think that the movie Max Payne could have been able to be better if it had been like the movie Taken? Because, and he says, I think he left out a word, because the could have done a lot better, a lot more, because the movie could have done a lot more with Max Payne.
No.
Since I see one of the animated reviews on YouTube, I have become a Spill fan. I just like the way you do things. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Listen,
Max Payne is a whole nother. It's not Taken.
It's not Taken. It relies more on visuals and special effects and something like Taken.
It had no backbone of a story. I couldn't even tell you right now what that fucking story was about.
Listen, I will tell you something. I will argue that anything can be done. It depends on the strength of your writing.
Right.
And that movie,
strength of the writing, and if your main character is worth a shit. I mean, if there's anything that anyone can attach to him, as far as, at least with Taken, you're like, yeah, if somebody kidnapped my daughter, I would like to think I could do something as badass as what Liam Neeson did, or the guy who trained Batman. I would love to be like, you know what, you just fucked up. Your whole world's about to be destroyed right now because of a poor decision you made, and I'm coming for you right now.
No. Listen, I always said anything can be possible. Some movies that have worked, if you just give the bare minimum of a premise, they'll sound ridiculous. I want to make a movie about a little furry creature. When you spill water on him, he turns into other creatures, and he can't eat after midnight.
Exactly.
Okay, that sounds stupid when you just tell somebody that by itself.
Right.
But if you write it, I mean, if you write it well, anything you can look. I can say I want to make a movie about a toaster that goes to find his friends, the vacuum cleaner, and whatever. And somebody be like, well, "That sounds dumb." Well, you know what? They did it as an animated movie called The Brave Little Toaster. I mean, anything can be done depending on how you write that script.
Well, hey, look. I mean, it's just like, we'll go back to the Leog. It's just like me telling the story about the original Green Lantern crashing down to Earth. The way I described it, it would sound like a total fucking mess.
But if you wrote it well,
but if it's written well, it's done right. Look what it can spawn, an entire comic book franchise.
All right, my man, we are done.
You go. Yes, we are done.
We are done. We gave you almost two, maybe almost 3 hours of entertainment.
4 hours.
Damn, the computer just stopped. Even the computer said, I'm tired of you motherfuckers, man.
Sick.
Stop.
I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah, shit. What are you doing to me? All right,
it's
man.
only 3 a.m.
So, hey, my man, I really appreciate you staying up with me and doing this.
No problem.
We are
Anytime,
done,
my friend.
Good show.
Awesome show as usual.
I had a great time. I laughed my ass off.
I'm glad you're laughing. I'm glad somebody out there is laughing.
Because
especially Cole.
Because ain't nobody else laughing.
Hell no. You don't make me go crazy.
You motherfucker.
I might have to bore a couple of cold ones with my crazy rant.
All right. We're done. Say goodnight, co-host.
Good night, you bastards. Where the hell you learn that? You no good son of a bitch. Get the fuck off the stage, you bastard.
I'm sorry.
What the hell? You want me to wreck these lights?
I'm sorry.